Hello everyone, and welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. Every single time I play this game, I'm always like, I'm not gonna wait weeks between the streams this time, and then something always gets in the way, so I'm gonna stop saying that now. I am simply gonna say, I intend for this to be a series where we finish the story. It might take a couple of years at this pace, but we will get it all done eventually. It's actually all part of my cunning plan to just get everyone else to get so annoyed at how slowly I'm going that they then buy the game themselves. Yeah, it's definitely planned. It's exactly, I'm just savoring the story. But yes, welcome everybody. Rika, congratulations on the first, wow. And thank you for the beach ball at my head as well. I need to find more like Halloween items to throw at me. I need you to be able to throw like... I don't know why my brain immediately went the moon. Just throw the moon at my head. But apparently that's the direction I went in first. Yeah, I need you to just be able to lob the entire moon at my head. I need to sort that out somehow. But oh, I need to find some Halloween stuff. I'm pretty sure I had some at some point. There's definitely a cat in rotation. There's a black cat that you can throw at me. That is definitely part of the setup. But yes, Rika, congratulations on the first, and welcome Suzume, welcome Peachy, welcome Bob, welcome Dima. Lovely to see you all. Welcome back to the weirdest story in the best possible way. Have I tried candy corn? I've never tried candy corn before. I was mentioning that on my Sticky Business stream last week. I've never had candy corn, but it's also not really like a common thing over here, so I'd have to really go out of my way to look for it to find it, and I don't care that much. I'm like, if I get the chance to try it, I would love to. I would love to say I've tried it, but I'm also fine with not having tried it. From what I've heard, it's when I first heard about candy corn and people were saying it's basically just sugar, I was like, that's great. I love sweet things. I love sugar. That sounds perfect for me. And then I was being told about the texture, and I was like, you know what? Actually, I don't know if I would like this. Very interesting to find out, though. Happy Tuesday! It is Tuesday! But yeah, originally my plan was like, I was just gonna play this throughout all of September, and then September set itself on fire in the worst possible kind of way. And so now and no arson jokes here, please. I'm saying this in like a serious sense of September was terrible for me. But it's okay because it's October now, and I'm definitely stretching the limits of spooky season with this. But I figured there's murder plots, there's kidnapping, there is horrific virus stuff. It counts. It counts. It's scary. And yeah, even if it didn't count, I'd still figure out a way to sneak it in there somehow. But yes, we're finally back to Shibuya Scramble. I've not played this since end of August, so I don't actually remember where we are. Is my controller gonna work? Boom, boom, boom. There we go. It's true. It has cockroaches that kill people from fright as well. Truly the scariest. Oh, see, I'd say like throw a cockroach in my head, but I don't want that for myself. I don't want that. Oh. Wait, what if I wore like a tiny witch hat or something? I could do. Nah, I'll stay like this for now. Let's just actually play the game for once. I'm gonna click load, and I'm gonna have a little scrub through the timelines and see where we were last time, because I've genuinely... Oh! I've forgotten. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, good times all around. Okay. Yeah, because for Minorikawa, he's off on his journalistic journey to write this entire magazine in time for this evening. And so he's heading along to the Burning Hammer sales demo, which is what Tama is trying to actually make happen because all of the burning hammer has been destroyed, but she found some in this, like, cheap second-hand shop. So she's been trying to buy that. We got the bad end there. Do not remember why. We will find out. Osawa. Oh, we just haven't continued with Osawa yet. We haven't done Osawa for this time log. But I really don't like the look of that preview. Considering all of this stuff is with the virus work and the anti-vaccine and stuff. And then actually we had to keep out because we are stuck. And Kano... Oh, Kano we also haven't started yet. We just met this guy. We just met this this American guy, Mr. Stanley. I forgot about Mr. Stanley. Oh, thank you for pouring dice on my head, and thank you for the glasses too. You are so right. I should have put my glasses on before I started. This is a reading stream. I need my glasses on. I'm also going to start by doing this. Because I have not opened this yet. Oh yeah, Tamar accidentally blew up the whole shop. I forgot about that. That's gonna be what that bed end is, isn't it? And thank you for the hydrate. Wait, you did redeem hydrate? When was that? I fully missed that. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have like 3 sips now. I'm very much not ready today. Thank you. Oh, 6 minutes ago. You should have poked me again. Thank you for the hydrate, Bob. And thank you for the hydrate, Jack. And I'm gonna have some water as well. Thank you. Thank you for the posture check too, Dima. I will have a big stretch. Sit up straight. My posture's been so bad over this weekend because I've been doing a lot of like physical work, and I find that it leaves me really slouched over, and I don't realize until I get home, but then all of my muscles are aching, and I'm like, I need to lie down. You're at work drawing. Oh, have fun with that. Oh, please show me when you're done. I'm so curious. Thank you for throwing a thing at me too. But yeah, I need to unshrimp. I need to sit up straight. I've got to say though, thankfully, the chair that I have a really nice chair, and when I'm sitting in this chair, it's uncomfortable when I don't sit up straight. It's the kind of a chair that like trains me to actually sit up, which is really nice. Like the only time I don't sit up in this chair is when I'm like literally leaning forward and like looking at my desk, which I don't tend to do very often. Especially when I'm on the computer, because I'm a touch typer, so I don't look at the keyboard, so my face is just like straight ahead of the monitor. But yeah, it's a really nice chair because it reminds me to sit up straight. The posture of a true gamer. I've got to say, I don't actually tend to shrimp much. No. Never mind. I was about to say I don't shrimp much when I'm gaming. I do. Not like in the traditional sense, but I kind of sit like L from Death Note. Like if anyone knows how L from Death Note sits, he sits with where he's like standing on the chair and like almost squatting on the chair but also sitting on it. I sit like that when I'm gaming. I'm just all curled up. A little tiny ball with my controller on my knees. But yeah, I need to look after my posture more. I need to look after my shoulders mostly, because I notice it in my shoulders. Like I have to do the little roll of my shoulders every now and then, and just be like, yeah. Make sure the muscles aren't getting too tight. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know how to sit straight. I can't do anything straight. You try not to, because you remember back when you used to play piano. Oh. Yeah, piano is very, very posture-based as well. I can imagine if you've got bad posture for piano, you are gonna be having a tough time. Because you're moving your arms a lot as well then. So if your posture's off too, then it's not gonna be nice. I wish I knew how to play piano. I feel like I'd be good at it if I had the opportunity to learn. Maybe in the future. I want to do more music-based things in the future, but But yeah, I have priorities that I need to take care of before then. So in the future, I've got a big long list of things to do in the future, and I feel like I'm not crossing anything off that list. It's just getting longer, but I'm gonna keep adding to it. It's stuff to aspire to. But yeah, oh, if you learn piano skills, skills translate easier to other instruments. Yes. Yeah. See, I already I vaguely know how to read sheet music already. I learned how to read sheet music back when I was like 9-10 years old, because I used to play the recorder. Like, you know, the Titanic memes of the recorder. I used to play the recorder, but I would actually play it well. And I would love to get a recorder again at some point and see if I've retained my skills, because there was a lot of muscle memory attached to it. Like, I think if you put a recorder in my hands, I'd know how to play the notes. But my sheet music knowledge that has faded. That is very much faded. I'm like, I'll look at a piece of sheet music and I'll just be like, okay, it's face going up. We got FACE. The rest are filled out. It takes me ages to recognize it. I would need to relearn that. A recorder for my... Oh, I could probably pick up one of those cheap enough anyway. I should do that. Oh, what if I do like a spooky Halloween concert, but I'm playing the recorder and the automaton the whole time? Oh, ideas, more to add to my list. You found Halloween-themed throwables! Oh, I wonder if it's the same set I have, because I actually downloaded some, I just didn't have time to add them. But I think it's where I got the cat from. But yeah, it's like, I think the bit that puts me off the most is the sheet music side of things, because sheet music can get terrifying, and I can't read it fast enough to like process it at the speed that the music is happening. Oh my goodness, Lowski! Ah! Oh my god, my voice is my voice is squeaking. Oh my goodness, Lowski, thank you so much for the throne gifts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And Lyra, thank you for the tier 3. Oh my god, we got the 333 here. It's halfway to 666. We got the tier 3 for 3 months. 33. That's, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Hello. Hi, welcome. Yes, if you could post it in the suggestions, I would love that. Thank you. And I'll have to have a look at it afterwards, because I am very out of it at the moment, and I should probably play the game soon, but thank you. But thank you so much for the Lego and the pushing jumper. Oh my goodness, I've had that jumper on my wish list since last year, and I've kept it on there hoping that somebody would get it for me, but it's just coming up to the perfect time of year for it as well. Thank you so much. Twitch released tier 6 sub when. That would be terrifying. I'm already terrified enough by the tier 3. I'm like, what am I offering for the higher tiers? I'm offering more flusteredness, I guess. But yes, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, and it's more of the flowers as well, more of the Lego bouquet flowers. So oh, that means I can actually, like, I can start making arrangements with the different ones from the sets. Like, once I make that as well, I can start, like, mixing and matching. Oh, it was about to be spring, so you wanted to wait. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much. It really is, like, the perfect time of year for it, because it's finally started getting colder here. It's finally gotten to the type of temperature where I can actually wear cardigans and not overheat, which I am very happy about. Because I actually have this one fluffy cardigan, and it's just a really big oversized cardigan. It is white, it is fluffy, it is massive, and it feels like I'm wearing a cloud every time I put it on, and it's my favorite thing. But I can never wear it until like October, November time, because otherwise I get too warm and I overheat in it. But it's like my Christmas staple. Like every Christmas I wear my fluffy cloud hug cardigan. It's really nice. More emote slots. That's true. That's true. The tier 3 sub gets extra emote. Which one is it? I don't remember which one I put as the tier 3 emote. I've got to say, one of the reasons I want to become Twitch partner is like there's nothing like super serious attached to it. But I would love to become Twitch partner just to get more emote slots and to get the username Lirie. That's like, those are the only things I would want partner for. Maybe one day though, maybe. I'll keep going. See how far I get. Yeah, I think it is. I think the yay one is the tier 2. Is it the Huff? I think it might be the Huff. I think it might be the little pouty one. Is it that one? Yeah, it is. That's the tier 3 one. It's the I can't count properly. Yeah, I need to get back to re-rigging my model so that I can actually start pouting and stuff. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna spend September doing. I was gonna go all out on the re-rigging because Live 2D released version 5, which has got a bunch of new features. And I started playing with those and I was like, oh yeah, it's rigging time. And then life kicked me in the butt and I was like, that can wait until next month. But it's now next month. Let's go. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. Would I ever do a rigging commission? I possibly in the future, but not at the level my skills are at the moment, I think. I need to improve my skills more, but I'd love to in the future. Like I have done some rigging for friends in the past, and I rigged this myself, but it's very stiff. This was always meant to be a temporary measure until I fully rigged it, and it's been temporary for about a year now. I feel like that's the case with a lot of things for me. Also, Nugs, hello as well, welcome. Yes, you did hear Live 2D. Because I'm currently working on re-rigging my model, because this one it's very stiff. It's like I did the basics and I was like, I'll add more to it later, and I've started re-rigging it from scratch, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like I've got 2 outfits, I've got 2 hairstyles, I've got the automaton toggle. There's a bunch of other stuff involved as well. It was a lot more work than I was expecting it to be, so it is still in progress, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. There is so much involved. And that's what I want my next priority to be. And I like putting things on my head. It's true. Although the putting things on my head is easy. I can just add that afterwards. But yeah, like the priority is the main rigging. I want... Ah! Oh, Dracula is back! Thank you for the toggle! It's nice to see it with this outfit too, because I messed up the outfit on the other... like the coloring on the other outfit, so... Look, like, my necklace is red. Isn't it cool? But thank you for Draculaing me. Ah, Dracula with glasses. Oh, I'm like, should I have made the glasses black as well? No, I think they're fine like this. Also, Gigi, thank you for the 21 months. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I feel so special. Thank you for giving me your Prime, the precious Prime subs. Yeah. Oh, put bat wings on the end. Oh, ideas for next year. Oh yes, specific Dracula glasses. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh, yet again, I'm giving myself more things to do. But I love it really. I may complain about the amount of things I have to do, but I think about myself like 5 years ago and how I didn't have enough things to do. And I love having things to do. I love having plans and preparing for things and having a purpose. But yes, welcome everybody. Hope I have a good stream. Oh, thank you. Yes, this game is, the story is very much. There is a lot going on in this game, so If you haven't been here since the beginning, it might be confusing, but I do want to try and do a tiny little recap, because it's been a while since the last one. But yes, I am currently playing a game called 428 Shibuya Scramble. It is a game by Spike Chunsoft, who people may know for games such as Danganronpa. But this is like way before all of that. This game came out in like 2009? I think it was 2009. It was originally on the Nintendo Wii, which tells you a lot about how old it is. But this is a full FMV game. Like, all of the scenes, all of the CGs, they're all photos with actual people. And it's basically a visual novel type game where you're going through 5 different characters at the same time. Like, we started with 2 characters. We started with Kano over here, who is our plucky detective. He's a police officer. He's been called out for a kidnapping case. He's doing his best. He just wants to do his job. Also, his fiancée is here with his future father-in-law, he hopes. And there's a bunch of stress going on there. And last time he met this American guy called... Was it John or Jack? Was it Jack? I think it was Jack Stanley. His name is Jack Stanley. It's just like... They clearly went, okay, what's the most American name we can think of? Jack Stanley. Perfect. So yeah, this is Mr. Stanley, who he has just met. And we don't know much about him yet, but he seems decent enough. He's saved Kano, so he's maybe okay. And then we also started with Archie over here. He is the most lovable himbo. I love him so much. He's not the brightest bulb. He's not very smart, but he's got a really good heart. The parable of Mr. Stanley. It is. Oh, welcome back, Bob. I hope you got your water. I will also have water. I will behave myself. Yeah, this is Archie. He's a lovable himbo. He founded a street gang back in the day, but back when he made it, it was just a group of friends having fun and having a good time. And then the gang kind of got skewed into more gangish things and causing trouble. So he quit the gang. He was like, no, I'm not here to have trouble. I just want to have fun with friends. And he started picking up trash on the streets. And he got the nickname Mean Clean because of it. But he will not do for injustices in the world. In the name of tear. No, I'm sorry. He's just got a really good heart. He's a sweetheart. He doesn't know what he's doing most of the time, but if he sees somebody in trouble, he will rush in to help them out. And that's what happened in the game as well. Right, and then we have Minorikawa. He is possibly like the least attached at the moment, whilst also being attached to every single thread. He's a journalist. He's a very passionate journalist. He is trying to write an entire magazine in one day to save his old friend. I hesitate to say friend. He basically got a really, really worrying message from someone who used to be like a higher up to him in the journalistic world. I'm doing a really bad job of describing this. I feel like I should try and write a script for the start of every stream, because I'm just rambling on. But yeah, basically, he was going to do something really bad, this old like mentor of his. So Minorikawa rushed along, was like, no, you are not doing anything stupid on my watch. I will help you write the entire magazine in one day. And there's nothing so far. So he is basically running around. He is scrambling through Shibuya. It's the real scramble. It's Minorikawa running around. But yeah, he's just trying to write loads of articles at the moment. So he's following up on leads for one thing. He's following up on leads about a street gang. He's following up on leads about this health drink, this diet drink called Burning Hammer, which Tama is trying to sell. Yeah, he's basically getting linked to every character just because he's such a busybody and he is getting into everybody's business. It's great. And then we've got Osawa. Osawa is a a head virologist. He is very smart, he's a scientist, he is also a dad to twins, and he likes viruses more than people. And also, you know how I mentioned Kano was on a kidnapping case at the beginning? One of his twins was the one who was kidnapped. And the other twin went to hand off a ransom at the statue of Hachiko and got held up by a guy with a cane and a gun and actually swooped in to save her. It's Hitomi, right? Hitomi is Achi's twin, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Achi swept in to save Hitomi, so the one twin is with Achi at the moment, and the other was kidnapped and held for ransom, and we don't know where she is at the moment. But yeah, he is, his kidnapped daughter is a side note. Yeah, he is more worried about viruses than people, although I think he does care about them, he just doesn't know how to express it. But either way, he's not a great dad. He's a pretty terrible dad. One of the things we know about him is that he's a really big fan of the idol Aya Kamiki. And so he bought the twins Aya Kamiki's album, but neither of them actually like Aya Kamiki, and he kind of got obsessed with her. So now he's a dad with teenage twins listening to idol music and focusing on viruses. Yeah, also his wife is absolutely horrific. She's awful. She's a terrible person. It is a marriage of convenience. Also, I hope your meeting goes well, Barb. Thank you for the lurk. I hope it's a smooth meeting. But yeah, he's not a great dad. But also it's basically a marriage of convenience. Like, he is married to the daughter of the head of the pharmaceutical company he works at. So it's very clearly like they were like, yeah, you should get married so we can keep everything in the business. But they don't actually like each other. It is really, really clear that they don't like each other. And also his twins are not his current wife's daughters. So she's like their stepmom, and she resents them. You can tell she does not care about the girls. The first thing she said when she realized that the ransom hadn't gone to plan, like the ransom handoff, the first thing she said was, but what about the money? Like, not, are the girls okay? Not, is everything going to be alright? It was, what are we going to do about the money now? That was the only thing she cared about. So yeah, she's pretty terrible. And Osawa is, he's also pretty terrible, but in a more, like, pathetic kind of way. Like, he's not pure evil, he's just a bit pathetic. And he's very good at doing the wrong things. But you can tell he does care, at least slightly. He's just really bad at it. And then I saved the best till last. Then we have Tama. Tama is a girl in a mascot costume. She has amnesia. She doesn't remember anything about herself. She has a pain at the back of her head, so she was probably clonked on the head at some point, which is how she forgot everything. And she got picked up by a sleazy guy on the street who said that she could earn money by doing this one quick, easy job for the day. And the job was to get in the mascot costume and sell a diet drink called Burning Hammer, which basically, it's advertised as like, take a drink and just burn the calories away, but it kind of just burns your insides instead. It's not good. It's a scam. It's a scam product entirely. But she's stuck with this job. But yeah, it's like the only thing she can remember is that she saw a necklace in like a second-hand shop, and she recognized it and was like, I need that necklace. So she was just desperate to earn money in any kind of way. She took on this job because it was like, yes, she can get the money at the end of the day, get this necklace. That's all she's focused on. But the zip got stuck on the costume though. So she's stuck. She's stuck in this cat costume. And also, Achi had a little chase sequence along this alleyway and broke all of the burning hammer they were going to sell. So Tama is now scrambling, trying to find a replacement so they actually have something to sell later on. Because they're having a big sales demonstration right now at 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock on the timeline. That's when the sales demo is meant to be happening. And yeah, she's in a little bit of a pickle at the moment. especially because Minorikawa is also coming to said sales demo to investigate the burning hammer. Also, Timothy, hello! Welcome, welcome. It is me. It is me, Draculirie, the raven-haired cat girl from the UK. For this month only. Man, it's so funny. I just thought we're gonna have October with me being Draculirie, and then November's gonna be normal, and then we're gonna be back to like the Christmas palette swap for December. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I think those are the main things to mention for the characters. Like, Twin got kidnapped and held for ransom. Other Twin went to hand over the ransom. Kano was supervising. It all went wrong. Hitomi got swept away by Achi so that she didn't get shot. Other Twin just got taken away. The ransom did not work. And Kano has been, like, chasing the ransom around, but it seems like all of the people have just been, like, passing this briefcase onto one another and leading all of the police forces around in a circle. So that's a little suspicious. Also, Sparrow, hello! Welcome, welcome. Yes, I am seasonal today. It is Draculirie time. I love the Draculirie toggle. It's like the laziest thing for me. I just change the colors, but it's so fun. But yes, I don't know if people saw as well though, but Dima did some really cute art of my Draculirie palette swap as well. It's on Twitter. It's under the Lirie art hashtag, but it's so nice. But yeah, I think it's so fun. It's a nice way to make things seasonal without having to change too much. Anyway, I did a lot of describing what happened last time, and I feel like I'm still going to have missed things. This is a big game, and this is part 7. So we'll find out as we go along. Like, if I miss things, I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Anyway, before we actually begin, I am going to have a sippy of my monster. I need to remember to drink lots today. Okay. Right, so last time we... clicked off. Last time we got to keep out with Minorikawa, so that's hopefully on the right path. We just need to unlock more. We haven't started Osawa yet. We got the bad end with Tama. We've got to keep out with Achi, and we haven't started Kano yet. So I think either Kano or Osawa is a good place to start. So I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make the first poll I've made in like a month. Let's do it. And let's hope my poll option still works too. What do Kano or Osawa? Alright, the poll is up and I've lost my... Is it here? There it is! There it is! The poll's showing up! Okay, who are we starting with? Are we starting with Kano, our police officer who is trying his best and is, like, doing more than his job description because he wants to get to the truth? Or are we going for Osawa, the terrible dad? Also, friends made along the way, thank you for the follow! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! You're here just in time. I just explained everything that's happened over the past 6 streams of this game, and I feel like I've still missed things. But welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. Honestly, I feel like this is the kind of game where so much is happening that even if you're not sure what's going on, you can still appreciate the moments as they happen because everything happens. There's so much going on. 8. Alright, looks like Kano is winning at the moment. I have also managed to mess up my Twitch chat in my OBS window, and I don't know how I did this. 1 second. What have I done? Why is this showing up? Please bear with me a second. I'm a professional streamer and I know exactly what I'm doing. Why is it telling me to follow myself? Oh no. Oh, I did it. I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. Okay, we're safe. Just in time for the poll to end too. It looks like it is Kano time. It was very close to a tie, which would have meant I had to get the dice out, but no. We got a winner. We got a winner. It's Kano time. Follow my dreams. Follow Kano's dreams. Right, yeah, last thing we did with Kano, like basically his story so far has just been he was here to supervise the ransom handover. And basically the ransom said, get the other twin to bring all of the money to the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya. And the ransom itself was, I remember working it out, it was like a surprisingly low amount for like a person kidnapping situation, which is a little suspicious, but it's still a lot of money. And basically, she handed over the money. A lot of things went wrong. The police jumped in. The man who had the ransom briefcase managed to get away. Kano and the other police officers went chasing this guy because, of course, this is involved with the case. They have the ransom now. And after they left, Hitomi was there on her own, and a guy with a cane came up and held her at gunpoint. At which point, Achi was clearing up trash on the street. He saw this girl in trouble. He dived in to save her, and they are now on the run. Running away from this man with a cane, who we may have deduced the identity of last stream, possibly, if the hints have been followed. But yeah, Kano has basically just been following this ransom around. He's been the one to realize that they're kind of just leading them on a wild goose chase at the moment. They are just going in circles, getting on a train, getting off a train, going down a road, getting on another train, just all over the place. Almost as though they're trying to tie up the police forces. And then, I don't actually remember what situation. Oh yeah, he tackled the guy with the ransom, who then attacked him with a knife. And that was when our lovely Stanley over here jumped in and saved the day with, was it a flying kick? I think he kicked him. Either way, it was very cool. He just, like, had a big dive out, saved the day, rescued Kano, and then went, okay, get in the car. We gotta talk. And that's how the last time block ended, so this should be interesting. Also, Nicolio, hello! Welcome, welcome! You're just in time. About half an hour into the stream and we're just starting the game. Welcome, welcome! Let's do it. Kano time. To the Syndicate's hideout. This is also an interesting one, because the other ones for this time block, they all start at 1 o'clock. This one starts at 10 past 1. They've been driving for a while. Let's start. Following Kano's directions, Stanley drove toward the Crime Syndicate's hangout. There was a good chance that this was where Maria was being held. She's the other twin. I don't remember if I mentioned her name. Her name is Maria. She's the one who got kidnapped and held for ransom. Traffic was practically non-existent, and they made good time. They cruised down Miyamasazaka, then past the train station toward Dogonzaka. All the while, the two men stared out the windshield, neither inclined to make conversation. Oh, that's so awkward. Been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time since I had a regular schedule, honestly, but hopefully things should be getting back to normal now. At least for the rest of October. I'll be having a little break at the end of the month, but hopefully things will be back on track now. I've missed streaming regularly. It's been so weird. I really like it. I like streaming, so it feels nice to be slowly getting back to normal. I feel like things are never gonna be like that normal again, but I'm finding a new normal, and I'm happy about that. It's going all right. Anyway, awkward, I was going to say train ride, car ride. They arrived at the Shinsencho intersection. Take a right here, Kano said. You nervous? I can't do an American accent. I need to apologize ahead of time. You nervous? Stanley asked as he made the turn. Oh, hopefully I'm gonna have amazing days. Thank you. I hope you do too. I hope everyone does. Like, I don't know how everyone else's years have gone, but if it's been a good year, I hope it continues to be good. If it's been a terrible year, I hope it improves towards the end of it. And, I mean, we're only like 3 months away from the new year now, which is so wild to think about. And I've got to do a Hello Sleepwalkers cover in that time. I'm determined. His own tone was calm and level. Kano gave no reply. If this syndicate really was holding Maria hostage up ahead, he and Stanley might wind up putting her in danger by showing up there. That's a good point. If it came down to it, Kano wondered, could he count on the man next to him taking the hostage's safety into account? He doubted it, but there was nothing he could do about that now. I don't know. I think he would. I think Stanley would. He literally just dove in to save Kano. And the other guy was he still alive? I don't remember. I think they just knocked him out. I don't think he killed the other guy. So I don't know. It's been so long. Oh, we could sing Christmas songs. Oh, I would love to do a Christmas karaoke this year. I don't remember if I did last year, but I know I wanted to. We'll see how things go. They arrived at the syndicate's hangout sooner than Kano had anticipated. It was a multi-tenant building in Tomigawa, southwest of Yoyogi Park. Black Lodge Pub. I see. The ratty building looked like it might come crashing down at any minute. The Black Lodge sign out front looked deliberately ominous. I don't know, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's okay. Kano knew the place as a bar frequented by expats from various countries, as well as a hotbed of criminal activity. Well, they both have guns at least. I'll take point, Stanley said. You back me up. He pulled a handgun from his suit pocket. It was a compact Glock, a model frequently used by the FBI or CIA. Oh, a Glock. I love that we get a description for it. Glock 17, a semi-automatic pistol developed in Austria for police and military use, notable for its incorporation of large amounts of polymer plastic in its design. A certain Hollywood film included a line of dialogue claiming that the Glock would not show up on airport x-ray machines, but since the gun barrel itself is made of metal, this is assuredly not true. Oh god, what film is that? Was it Die Hard? I don't remember now. I remember that line in a film and just being like, not sure about that. Was it? Oh, hold on. I need to look this up now. Yeah, it's Detective Lirie time. I'm gonna solve the case. It's like, I know it was an action film. It was Die Hard. Yeah, it was Die Hard. I thought it was. Yeah, that line was in Die Hard, and it's like, no, it assuredly would show up on an x-ray machine. For his neutral special, he's got a gun. Great. Yeah, the real detective is on the case. I have the power of Google on my side. Yeah, a model frequently used by the FBI or CIA. But what did this guy say? His ID just said he was like a member of the local embassy, like the American embassy. FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, an American investigative bureau established by the U.S. Department of Justice in 1908, has authority in matters involving crimes that cross state lines, as well as threats to public order such as espionage and terrorism. Generally speaking, the FBI conducts its activities within the United States. Or the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, one of the principal agencies of the US intelligence community, reporting to the Director of National Intelligence. Possessing considerable budgetary resources and a vast network of highly trained personnel, the CIA carries out intelligence gathering and covert operations, primarily overseas. In recent years, the organization has been devoting major efforts to counterterrorism. Well, it makes sense when you think about this suspicious virus that we've been finding out about. That seems kind of terrorist-related. Oh, fun fact, between Glock 17 and 19, there's a Glock 18 that you can turn into full auto, which is banned in the US. That's terrifying. There's no need for that. That's terrifying. Kano drew his own gun, and the two cautiously made their way inside. They immediately heard some sort of ruckus from beyond a wooden door at the far end of the hall. Please don't let this be what I think it is, Kano thought to himself. What does he think it is? Sweat beaded on his hands as he gripped his gun tighter. He heard the sound of glass shattering. Then came the sound of something heavy falling to the floor. Yeah, the cartoony punch every now and then is so funny. It's just like the... It's like general clattering sounds, and then there it is. Maria! Ignoring Stanley's previous order, Kano rushed ahead, kicked down the door, and stepped inside. No, we just need a Wilhelm scream now. I cannot take the Wilhelm scream seriously. Every time I hear it in something, it immediately just, it takes me out of the moment. I'm just like, well, that sounds so silly. It happened in like one of the opening cinematics of Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like, no. The Wilhelm scream is like the, ow! That was a terrible impression. Hold on, let me see if I can... I don't think I have a Wilhelm scream saved. Hold on. Oh, I wonder if I could just do it on my phone. It's going to be low quality, but it's probably easier than me trying to find find the audio file. I'm just gonna play it over my phone. It's the kind of thing where it's like, if you hear it, you'll probably recognize it, but then as soon as you're aware of it, you will never unhear it again. Okay, I found it. I think Star Wars is where you really know it from. I think the first time I was really aware of it was Lord of the Rings. Also, thank you for the head pat. I'm glad you got the head pat. Okay, here we go. That's an Amazon advert. Ignore that. It's that one. It's that scream. And it always just sounds so silly to me that every time I hear it in something, I'm just like, oh, that's funny. I can't take this seriously anymore. But yeah, it's used a lot. And I think it's gotten to the point now where I'm just like, I don't know why serious moments still use it. It feels so like it should be used as like a comedy moment to me. I can't take it seriously. But yeah, there's a lot of stock sound effects. I'm always so amused when I'm watching a film or a show or something and I'm like, I recognize that sound effect. I have that downloaded. Right, anyway, Kano is being silly. Ignoring Stanley's previous order, Kano rushed ahead, kicked down the door, and stepped inside. That is not what you should be doing. Oh, the first time the sound was used was when someone was being eaten by a crocodile or something. Yeah, I don't actually know the original context for it. But I know, like, the actual sound effect is way longer than just, like, the 3 or 4 seconds that everyone uses. But oh, Nicolio, I hope you have a lovely day too. I'm glad you got to head pat me, thank you. Anyway, back to bad decisions with Kano. he walked right into a massacre. There were nearly a dozen bodies sprawled out across the floor. He thought he recognized them all. The men who'd participated in the repeated attaché case handoffs. Each appeared to have been stabbed to death. Had these guys all turned on each other? No, that couldn't have been the case. None of the victims was holding a knife, which meant that whoever had killed them must still be hiding nearby. No sooner had Kano come to this conclusion than he heard a muffled cry behind him. Stanley! The American was sprawled on the floor, face down. Kano rushed over and knelt beside him. Stanley was dead. Stabbed through the back. Well, that was fast. Without an instant's hesitation, Kano stood up again, gun at the ready. He scanned his surroundings, but there was no sign of the killer. But that was impossible. Stanley had been killed mere moments ago. That was the story of a man named Stanley. No, officer, I didn't stab them. They just ran into my knife. Multiple times. Someone had to be here somewhere. Out of nowhere, he felt someone press the tip of a knife into his neck from behind, right at the base of his skull. How? He hadn't noticed anyone coming up on him. There wasn't even anyone else around. Nobody but the corpses scattered across the floor. Wait. The corpses? Kano hadn't checked them. Hadn't checked to make sure they were all really dead. With his last thought, he realized that had been his fatal mistake. We got our first bad end, woo! Number 25, I thought they were dead. That's why you always check. Always check in a situation like that. Anyway, that went well. Thank you for the sad violin. Poor Kano. End of Kano's story. Rip in peace indeed. Hello, Susan Moonshadow. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for the hydrate, Bob. I will have a sippy of my drinks. And I hope your meeting went well. You came back at a great time. I'll have a sip of my drinks. Anyway, I guess we're not doing anything with Kano just yet. There is literally nothing we could have done there. It's gonna be on the other paths. So with that, we've got the bad end with Tama, we've got the keep out with Achi and Minorikawa, we just got Kano's bad end. I think it's Osawa time! It's time to check out our lovely, terrible dad and see how this goes. Or maybe it was from Distant Drums, where someone crossing a river gets bitten and dragged underwater by an alligator. I could hear that. I could hear the Wilhelm scream being in that situation. But yes, it is Osawa time. I don't actually remember where we left last time. Oh no, wait, we were snooping in Ai's room, weren't we? He was snooping in his wife's room and found something. Oh, I don't know how much I'm remembering from the stream and from when I played it before, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go into it. It was educational at least, but it means you'll have no real work the rest of the week. Oh! I guess... possibly good? Question mark? Hopefully good. But yes, it is dad time. It's Osawa time. 1 o'clock, a trap. Yay. It's going well. I don't deserve to be forgiven for what I've done. We may have both done the same thing, but my motives, those were different. And so I don't regret what I did. What did you do? Also, yeah, more time to draw, more time to relax. That sounds like a good thing. Ooh. And yet, if someone were to ask if there was some small part of me that wanted to see the results of my research, I could not deny it. Oh. Osawa grabbed his shoes from the entryway and then headed for the back door. He didn't want the detectives in his living room to know he was going to meet with Makino. Oh, yeah, that's what he was doing. I remember now. Also, Scarlet Paws, hello, welcome. Yes, I'm Lirie today. At least, unless someone uses the toggle to turn it off. But, yes, it's my seasonal palette swap. I am allowed to be edgy for October only. But yeah, the way we left it last time was we just talked to, assistant guy, I've forgotten his name. And we're gonna talk to Makino, who's the boss of the company, and also his wife's father, I think. I think I'm right on that. We will soon find out. That pest Kajiwara was nowhere in sight. Now is his chance to slip away. Gotcha. You think you can slip away from Kajiwara that easily? He's got... He knows. He's a good detective. He's really weird, but he knows what he's doing. Oh, I need a spike collar. You're right. Oh my god, I should have it like... Or like, you know, like the studded pyramid belts? Just have like the little studs along it. Oh, that'd be so funny. Speak of the devil. Kajiwara had snuck up behind him. That is terrifying. Are you going out? The detective asked. No. I was just... Osawa felt something inside his shoe. Glancing down, he saw a rubber duck stuffed inside it. Is this your doing? I laid a booby trap! Or rather, a ducky trap! Booby trap. Originally, a type of lethal trap used during wartime to catch clumsy or unwary soldiers, boobies. In modern parlance, however, the term frequently signifies a harmless prank, such as setting a blackboard eraser atop a classroom door so that it falls onto the head of whoever opens the door. Kajiwara beamed with self-satisfaction. I mean, it worked! It was an effective trap. You know, you act like a grade schooler, Osawa said. Indeed, sir. I am a grown man with a youthful heart. Leave it to Kajiwara to yet again miss the point entirely. With a sigh, Osawa tossed the duck at him. Kajiwara caught it nimbly in one hand, then stuffed it right into his pocket. Oop. I won't tell you that you aren't allowed to leave, sir. All I ask is that you tell me where you've been and where you plan on going. My work is highly confidential. I'm not at liberty to discuss just anything about... Please, try to work with me on this, sir, Kajiwara interrupted. He leaned in uncomfortably close. That is uncomfortably close. Do you recall what I said before? About how I'd appreciate if you didn't keep secrets from me? Osawa hesitated, inwardly debating how much he should share. Oh, we've got 3 choices here. It's poll time, I think. What are we going to do? It is poll time. What do? Tell the truth. Tell a lie. Oh wait, what were the options? No, it's tell the truth, say it's secret, or be a big liar. Bum 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 bum. Let's get the poll up. There we go. We have the poll. We have 3 choices. What the heck are we saying to Kajiwara? Are we gonna just be forthright with him? Are we gonna be cagey? Are we gonna say we're just getting some cigarettes? I think we're probably gonna say we're just getting some cigarettes, which, I don't think Kajiwara's gonna believe that for 1 second, but, but it's worth a try. I'm gonna have a sip of my drink while I wait. Yeah, he's just popping out to get some milk. It's fine. He'll be back. Honestly, that's the kind of thing that Osawa would do. He'd be too cowardly to say anything. He would just sneak out and not come back if he was gonna do that. Okay, we are lying. We're gonna be a big liar. We're just heading out to buy some cigarettes. It's fine. I'm just going to buy some cigarettes, he lied. Kajiwara flashed an awkward smile. Now that's odd. I didn't think you smoked, Mr. Osawa. I'm getting them for Ai. I've never seen your wife smoke either, sir. And besides... Kajiwara leaned in closer to him. Your wife isn't even home right now, is she? This wasn't going as Osawa had hoped. Evidently, he wasn't a very good liar. He should have said he was getting milk. It would have been more believable. Yeah, this is terrifying to look at. Even so, he decided to double down. Alright, fine. It was actually Mr. Tanaka who asked me to get them. That's his name. That's the system guy's name. Oh-ho! Now that's surprising. Is that the sort of thing he'd ask of you, Mr. Osawa? Oh, wow, I hate that sound. Wow. Wow, I hate that sound. Kajiwara was genuinely gifted at getting on one's nerves. Well, he's a detective. This is what he does. You can't just lie to him and expect him to not find it out. He's good at this. He's terrifying and very creepy, but he's good at what he does. Osawa barely contained an urge to punch the detective right in the face. Well, no matter, I suppose, Kajiwara went on at last. Just try not to wander too far. Oh, and also... He produced something that looked like a small transceiver from inside his coat. Please take this with you. What the heck is it? It's a bug tracker, sir. It'll beep in response to a nearby listening device. That's a good thing for him to have. Good thing for him to have, actually. Especially since we know that his wife is reacting to a bug tracker. I don't need this. He pushed Kajiwara's hand aside and the bug tracker fell to the floor. Mr. Osawa, you mustn't underestimate the lengths to which these kidnappers might go. For once, the detective's face was all seriousness. All right, fine. Osawa snatched up the device and headed out the door. Okay, so now we know Minorikawa's got a bug tracker. And Osawa also has a bug tracker now. Oh. Yeah, I think I would also punch him in that situation. That is a... Kajiwara has a very punchable face. I mean, I wouldn't actually punch him in the face because I would feel bad about it, but I would want to. Makino's car was parked out front. A driver stood alongside it. Osawa exchanged a wordless greeting with him, then got into the back. He found Makino reclining in one of the luxurious leather seats. "Now then," Makino said. "What did you want to ask me about?" I've forgotten what voice I gave him, so I'm just going to set off with the, like, a "Rawr. What do you want to know?" Also, Flynn, hello! Welcome, welcome! Been a while since you caught some of this. It's been a while since I did it, don't worry. I think the last one was, like, end of August. September got in the way. But it's returning now. The story is continuing. But welcome, welcome! I hope you're doing well. Now then, what did you want to ask me about? Lighting a cigar, he glanced sidelong at Osawa. I was hoping you could explain the situation to me, sir. Which situation would that be? So, he was still going to beat around the bush even now. Osawa suppressed an urge to shout at him. Are you the one who let the antiviral out of the lab, sir? Yes, that was me. He's just admitting to it, wow. I didn't expect that, huh? At last, you remember the mascot punched a cockroach and and then his Tommy just died of fright. Yeah. Yeah, that sure was a bad end that happened. Yes, that was me. Makino didn't bat an eyelid. So why had he been so coy a few moments earlier? But how? The fingerprint authentication system is almost unbreakable. Getting access to the storage area would have... He trailed off as a thought suddenly occurred to him. It was not strictly true that fingerprint authentication was the only means of entry. Oh? Osawa and Tanaka had both set up passwords as a failsafe in case an injured fingertip somehow prevented them from operating the scanner properly. But these passwords were 10-character alphanumeric strings. No one could just haphazardly fumble their way in. Could Makino have sent a request to the electronic locks manufacturer and asked them to unlock it then? No, that required the approval of 6 board members. And Osawa was one of those 6 people. There really seemed to be no way of getting in without leaving any trace. It is such a mystery. You're absolutely right, of course, Makino said with a grin, as if reading his thought. I couldn't gain access to the lab without you and Tanaka, but I didn't have to. He exhaled a large plume of smoke. You remember when we released the samples for animal testing? No, it couldn't be. Osawa broke out in a sweat. Ah, but it could, Makino said. What have I done with this voice for him? I had them divert some of the samples intended for animal testing. Naturally, that didn't leave any record of anything being taken from the lab. Osawa bit his lip hard. He couldn't help but feel betrayed by his company. But why? Makino let out a nasal one-note chuckle. You don't seem to grasp just how valuable this thing really is. What do you mean by that, sir? Makino lowered his voice. There's a major world power out there that has already weaponized the UR virus. Well, that's terrifying. Well, that is terrifying. For a moment, Osawa thought this was just a sick joke, but the look on Makino's face told him otherwise. I've been informed that it was recently used on a military installation in the Middle East. Within 12 hours of dispersal, there were at least 800 casualties. If you include civilians, the number jumps to over 2,000. Any evidence of the disease agent in the bomb that delivered it has, of course, been covered up. Osawa listened in amazement, his outrage that any government would commit such an atrocity not quite suppressing his excitement at discovering that the virus could be propagated by explosive means. No! That's not what you should be focusing on here, Osawa, please. I love that he's just like, oh, this is horrifying, but oh my goodness, I can't believe it can be spread through explosives. That's so interesting. No, that's not what we're focusing on here. Okay, good. At least he feels bad about it. He felt a flush of guilt at his own fascination. The antiviral you created, Osawa, has the potential to render this weapon useless. Right now, Okoshi Pharmaceutical possesses the sole means to combat UA. And of course they're gonna sell it to the highest bidder, aren't they? Capitalism. Big Pharma, get out of here. Makino's lips curled into a boastful grin. Any number of countries would love to get their hands on it. The major power in question has offered an unprecedented sum. And that's hardly a surprise. Having a monopoly on the antiviral makes the weapon itself that much more valuable. To Osawa, this was a glimpse into another terrifying world, one he had barely imagined previously. And so you wanted to get human testing over with as soon as possible, is that it? He spat. Makino shrugged. I explained full well to the locals what the risks of experimentation were, and they were paid in accordance with said risks. They willingly consented to infection with the OR virus. No, that's so messed up. That's clearly taking advantage of people who are desperate. Nobody would consent to that. Sophistry, Osawa huffed. Nothing more. You used money to deceive a bunch of poor farmers. Come on, Osawa. Who's being disingenuous now? Makino eyed him with contempt and let out another puff of smoke. I know you, Osawa. And I know you're not really concerned for some bunch of hick farmers. Oh my god! It's like we knew this was bad, but this is now getting to levels of just how bad. Oh boy. All you care about is your research. The thing that's really nagging you right now is that someone went ahead and did the final clinicals without you. Oh, spare me the ridicule, sir. As a virologist, I have a moral duty to... To what? Makino barked. Go to the media with this? Or do you have any idea how much money the company has thrown at your lab to keep it up and running? How much money? How much money? Osawa's lab has incurred expenses of roughly 30 billion yen in developing the antiviral medication. Okoshi Pharmaceutical spends approximately 200 billion yen per year on research and development. Osawa's work is the single most costly element of that budget. Oh my goodness. It's like a sixth. Just under like a seventh of the entire company spending. So yeah, a little bit of money. Osawa gaped. I do appreciate all the company has done for me, sir. He spoke so quietly that his voice was nearly inaudible. In any event, Makino said, now that you know about the human testing, I can't let you go to America. How do you know about that? He'd insisted that I keep his planned relocation a secret, but apparently she'd told her father regardless. Of course she did. She's terrible. If you insist on making the move anyway, I'll use any means necessary to stop you. Makino regarded Osawa with a bloodshot gaze. That is a threat. That is one heck of a threat. Oh, goodness. Any means necessary? Osawa swallowed the lump in his throat. Sir, you don't mean that my daughter's kidnapping was... Don't be ridiculous, Makino said before Osawa could finish. Of course that wasn't me. Nevertheless, I'll do what I must to keep you in line. Remember that. Understood, sir. I'll turn down the US job offer. Osawa heard his own voice like the thin drone of a tiny insect. He felt utterly powerless. I can't simply take your word on that, Makino said. Do it now. I want to hear you do it myself. Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course he does. He jutted his jaw toward the phone in the backseat console. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what are we doing? It's poll time. What do? Make the call now or please wait? It's poll time! What the heck are we doing in this situation? Alright, while the poll's running, I'm gonna have a cheeky gummy worm. Vote punch him in the nose and run. He has literally just threatened every single aspect of Osawa's life. If he punched him in the nose and ran, he's a dead man. Osawa would not survive that. It's a very tempting vote, but we can't. But yes, I didn't have lunch today, so I apologize, but I'm gonna have a gummy worm. Just to keep me going. Just to keep me going until dinner. I hate that I read that comment, like, you know, like the NPC thing that people are doing at the moment, like on TikTok and stuff. Gummy worm yummy! Gummy worm yummy! Thank you for the gummy worm! Yum yum yum! Gummy worm yummy! Yay, gummy worm! Yay, gummy worm! Yay, gummy worm! Gummy worm yummy! Yum yum yum! I need to stop. We're not making the call now. No way. That's we cannot. We've got to try and find a way out of this. We have to at least try. Like, even if he insists and we have to keep doing it, at least we can say that we have tried then. Couldn't this wait just a little bit, sir? Osawa asked. Maybe he could still find a way out. I don't think it's gonna go well, but we can see. Maybe he could still find a way out. You already know what my decision is, Makino said. His tone carried an edge of intimidation. Osawa didn't reply. He simply stared at the telephone. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for the text-to-speech to happen before I continue. Sometimes it takes a second. Sometimes she forgets how to speak. It'll happen eventually. Any minute now. Any second.
Gummy worm yummy. Thank you for the gummy worm. Gummy worm.
Gummy worm. Gummy worm yummy. Thank you for the gummy worm. Gummy worms. I love gummy worms. Gummy worm. I love gummy worms. Thank you for the gummy worm. Yum yum yum. I need to stop. I feel like a little part of me is like, I don't understand the mass appeal for the NPC stuff, but I think I would have so much fun doing it. I think I would have a lot of fun doing it, and I kind of hate that, but... Thank you for the gummy worm! Gummy worm yummy! Yum yum yum. Gummy worm yummy! Be like, that's a Furby. Oh my goodness, it is. Me love gummy worm. Gummy worm yummy. Gummy worm yummy. Yum, gummy. My Furby impression. But no, there's like this trend happening recently. It's like mostly on TikTok. People who do TikTok lives, and like you can gift items that are like, they cost money. And every time someone does like a certain item, a person will just be there. They're like kind of floating on the spot, like doing like, you know how NPCs kind of have that like the in-between state when they're not moving and they're just kind of floating a bit, people will be like acting like this, and then they'll do like, "Thank you for the rose. Ice cream, yum yum yum," and it's the whole live is just that, and I watch them and I'm just like, I am way too old for this. I'm realizing I am way too old for this kind of thing anymore. I don't get it. But I think it would be fun to be the NPC. I think I could be a good NPC. I think I could repeat myself quite a lot. But yeah, whenever I go on TikTok, every time there's a live, I'm just like, hold down, not interested. I'm not interested in TikTok lives. I just want to see cat videos and and clips from Baldur's Gate 3, which is what my TikTok feed has become recently. It's mostly cats. It's pretty much entirely cats. I thought I was too old for TikTok, and then I started like actually using it and actually clicking like not interested on things I'm not interested in, and I've now ended up on like millennial ADHD TikTok, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's my people. It's so funny. But yeah, it's mostly cats for me. I get so many cat videos. It's cats, K-pop, millennial ADHD, and Baldur's Gate 3. That's like the entirety of my TikTok feed. Anyway, enough about TikTok. We are trying to postpone this phone call. Huh. He felt like an insect who'd had all his legs plucked off. Aren't we glad we waited for that line? You need to think about your wife, too. Makino's words were barely above a murmur. Is he threatening his daughter? Osawa's wife is Makino's daughter. Hello? Realizing that his boss was speaking as Ai's father, Osawa couldn't bring himself to resist further. He reached out for the phone. Yeah, we can't resist it either way, but I feel better for knowing that we tried. Yes, millennial ADHD, gotta be one of my favorite genres. No, it's all just like relatable videos that mostly end with like, I realized how old I was the other day when someone mentioned that emo nights are basically 80s nights for the new generation. I was like, no. He reached out for the phone. It would be around 10 p.m. local time for the American firm. He decided to call his contact's personal phone. Emo nights, yeah, there's like some clubs and stuff now, and they'll have like designated like evenings where they're just playing like emo alternative kind of music from the mid-2000s, like My Chemical Romance nights and stuff. Which I love. I love the thought of that. I would actually go clubbing if there were places near me that did that, and also I knew people near me who would go clubbing with me, because I would not go alone, but but anyway. But I think that would be so fun. But yeah, the headhunter was shocked to hear that Osawa wanted to decline the position. When he pressed for the reasons behind the decision, Osawa hung up. Visibly relieved, Makino lit up a fresh cigar. Sir, there's one thing I don't understand. And what's that? Osawa's head was feeling fuzzy. The smoke inside the vehicle had gotten extremely thick. If someone has this top secret information, why wouldn't they threaten the company as a whole? Why send those emails to me personally? I'm not sure. There's an internal investigation already underway. We'll find the source of the leak soon enough. At this point, though, Osawa wasn't sure knowing who originally leaked the info mattered much at all to him. But yeah, I used to... I think, like, the majority of my partying, in case you didn't think I was big enough a nerd already, anime conventions. I used to go to loads and loads of anime conventions, like, pre-pandemic, and so, like, all of my partying was... It was anime conventions. I've never really been, like, the clubbing type. I'm more the type to like, have a few drinks with friends and just sit and chat in a room, as opposed to, like, actually going out and clubbing. But I love conventions. I miss conventions. Lirie at Offkai 2024. I would love to, but I think money-wise, it's probably not gonna happen in person. I would love to be a guest again, though, like digitally, like a remote guest. I don't know, like I'll never say never, but I would love to. Offkai subathon. Oh, I don't know. I would feel so bad. It would be so good though. But don't worry. Don't worry. We're already talking. We're already talking. Don't worry about it. But it would be so good. But yeah, I used to go to cons all the time, but like since the pandemic I haven't been to any. And I miss it. I miss it so much. There's just something so nice about like the sense of community of just knowing that everyone that's there is also a big nerd. I say that with like the biggest affection in my heart. It's like but no, I didn't get the chance to actually like be walked around the convention, but I would love for that to happen next time. To actually like be there like on a little iPad or something. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. You got me, yeah. Destroyed your liver at cons. Yeah, be careful with the drinking though. Some of the earlier conventions I went to, I definitely drank too much. I drank way too much. And looking back on it now, I'm like, yes, that would have been more fun if I did not drink as much alcohol. But as I've gotten older as well, I've gotten to learn my limits a lot more, so I'm less likely to just get like hungover drunk. I used to get very drunk. I don't anymore though. It's gone to the point now where I'm like, I mostly drink alcoholic drinks like with the company and for the taste. Whereas at conventions before, I'd see everyone drinking and I was like, oh, I need to get drunk right now, which no, you don't. You really don't. But yeah, I just, there are some alcoholic drinks that I like a lot. I really like peach schnapps. A nice Archers and lemonade, that's my tipple of choice. But yeah, it's mostly just like, drinking with company, I think is fun. Anyway, I digress. We were talking about this, this horrible situation going on and I love that we're talking about like this deadly terrorist virus that's information's been leaked, everything's going terribly, and I'm just here like, man, remember when I got really drunk at anime conventions? Good times. That's why I love these streams. I always get so off topic. It's great. You like a glass of Captain Morgan's in Fever Tree Cola. Oh, specific. I never tried that. Maybe I should try it sometime. If you'll beg my pardon then, sir, Osawa said. He put his hand on the door handle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A sudden high-pitched chirp sounded from his pocket. The bug tracker Kajiwara had given him had picked up a signal. No, he's got a bug tracker. First time we heard the bug tracker going off, we did think it was a bomb, but but no, that means there's a listening device. Uh-oh. Is that your cell? Makino asked. Ah, oh, yes. That's mine. He hurriedly hopped out of the car and reached into his pocket. Yep, that's going off all right. Is everything all right, sir? The driver was still waiting outside the car. He leaned toward Osawa, looking concerned. Was it you? Osawa stepped close to the driver. Hmm? Did you send me those emails? What? What are you talking about, sir? Don't play dumb with me, Osawa said. You're the only person who could have planted a listening device on a company car. Listening device? The driver raised an eyebrow in confusion. What are you after? Sir, what are you talking about? Who told you to do it? Tell me. The driver fled back into the car. Osawa clutched the bug tracker hard as he watched the vehicle pull away. Okay. Okay. Ah, 12-year-old whiskey. I feel like whiskey's always a good choice. There's something so warming about whiskey. Good drink. For the longest time, you thought root beer tasted like Guinness, but when you tasted it, it doesn't taste like that at all. I'm not a Guinness fan. I think Guinness is... It's too much for me. I tend to prefer lighter drinks. I like sweeter things. So I'm a big cocktail fan. I like cocktails and spirits mostly. But I do like a good pale ale from time to time as well. But yeah, I'm a big fan of fruity drinks. Anyway, I'm just glad the beeping stopped. The beeping is so intense. Anyway, Osawa is very convinced that it was the driver there. I love strawberry daiquiris. I love them so much. He went back to his house, still gripped by confusion, to find Ai waiting in the entryway. She must have gotten home while he was out. You were with my father, weren't you? I remember I gave her a really annoying voice, because she's really annoying. She sneered at Osawa as he slipped off his shoes. Yes, I was, he replied. And it's over. What's over? She knows damn well what. He struggled to contain his irritation. America. I'm not going, he huffed. Oh, really? Well, that is good news. She sounded sincerely pleased. Maybe a little more pleased than Osawa cared for. I mean, we got the impression she didn't want him to go anyway. I don't know why he's so surprised by this. I need to go finish up some work things, he mumbled. He hurried to his study up on the second floor. He threw himself down in front of his computer. There hadn't been any progress on the investigation, as usual. Just how long was this all going to go on for? Were all kidnapping cases this drawn out? Kidnapping cases! A specialized victim support team belonging to the Special Criminal Investigation Unit has been deployed at Osawa's house. The members of this team are all specialists who have received training in such skills as negotiation, high-speed motorcycle and automobile driving, running phone traces, special communications, and phone records acquisition. Good to know. Also, wine-wise, I think red is definitely my least favorite. I've tried some really nice red wines before, but I tend to go more for rosé. If I'm having wine, I like rosé. I like some whites, but I think some of them are a bit too dry for me sometimes. But yeah, I'm very lucky though. Like I don't get like migraines or headaches or anything. But yeah, I'm mostly a rosé wine drinker. I like me because it's pink. No, that's not the reason. Yeah, I really love the tooltips in this. They sometimes pop up for the most random things. Yeah, me going for the pink one, heaven forbid. Who would have thought? Osawa was growing more and more uneasy. He could barely contain himself at this point. Wasn't there something, anything that he could do? He glanced over at his monitor. Also, have a safe trip back, Bob. I hope the rest of your week is full of art. How can you tell if a drink is dry? It tends to be like... I could be like saying things really incorrectly here, but it's like dry is when there's... Yeah, it's like more on the bitter end of things, but not like... I wouldn't call them bitter, but it's like, it tends to be like, wines are classified as like sweet or dry, like a little spectrum like that. And I definitely prefer the ones more on the sweet end. I feel like I find them a bit lighter and easier to drink, whereas dry ones I feel are a bit more... Like, I have to take tiny sips, I can't just drink them, which, honestly, is probably a good thing anyway. I probably shouldn't just be constantly drinking. But yeah, it's like the opposite of sweet wine. Like, there's less sweetness there. It's more like the the other underlying tones. I'm not a wine expert. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm just like I like the drinks I like. I will try a drink and just be like, "Oh, I like the taste of this one. This is on my favorites list." But I wouldn't know how to describe it. Chugging wines. Yeah, I'm talking about wine, not Monster. Dry Monster? I don't want to think about that. That would be so strange. I'm gonna have some Monster now. There we go. Anyway, back to this. He glanced over at his monitor. That's an idea. He could look up kidnapping investigations on the internet. He sure could. He really could. Thank you for the posture check too. I'll sit up straight. Hair. I'm already sitting up pretty straight though. I'm proud of myself. No, thank you for the posture check. Big stretches. Yeah. Right, and I guess he's just gonna look up kidnapping investigations on the internet, as you do. A very normal thing to do. That might give him some insight into the current situation. Kidnapping, police investigations, hostages. He typed the 3 keywords into the search field. This man does not know how to Google. The engine pulled up over 100,000 hits. He scanned the beginning of the list for anything that might be useful. One of the site links caught his eye. How the police do it. Yeah, it would also let you know if they're bugging the internet. That's very true. If they're tracking his internet usage. Oh, very interesting. I'll just be like, why is this guy just on idle websites? It looked like a page containing information on various types of police cases. He clicked on the link for kidnapping cases and began to read. Even if the hostage wound up safe in the end, the site informed him, the police lost face if the culprit got away. And if the hostage were killed and the kidnapper evaded capture, the media would have a field day. This made apprehending the suspect an absolute necessity. I was about to start saying necessary, and I'm like, no, it's necessity. Even if a person's life was on the line, when it came to a kidnapping case, the police prioritized making the arrest. This isn't what he wanted to hear. This is very much not what he wanted to hear right now. Taking his hand off the mouse, Osawa sat back in thought. He wasn't going to be able to relax until he heard Maria's voice again. But if the police prioritized arresting the suspect, why were they just letting things stay in limbo now? Didn't they have the crooks under surveillance? He couldn't wrap his head around that. Yeah, the music's really dramatic. The internet hadn't been able to give him the info he'd hoped for after all. Unable to do anything for Maria but wait, he turned his thoughts to how his opportunity to transfer to the US had passed him by. The research facilities in America would have been top tier. Some part of him still couldn't quite accept what had happened. He stole a quick look back at the door, then surfed to the Ayakamiki fan community for people 40 and over. I really love that that's a thing, though. See, why can't he just phone them back and just be like, hey, sorry, I made that phone call into duress, I'm still thinking about it. But just call him back. Okay. Although I guess then if his phone is bugged, it's... safety, I guess. Whenever something was weighing on his mind, posting to these forums seemed to turn his mood back around. He knew that now wasn't really the time to be doing this, but he needed to do something to calm and quiet his mind. He started a new forum topic. In the title field, he wrote, Ayakamiki expanding into the US. With Aya Kamiki still at the height of her popularity, why did I say... I'm gonna have some more Monster, hold on. This music is so intense and dramatic for this situation. With Aya Kamiki still at the height of her popularity, does anyone else think it would be exciting if she ventured into the American market? I feel like all the responses are just gonna be like, no. No, gatekeep. I know I would. She's not the sort of artist who deserves to be confined to Japan. She should be recording at an American studio staffed by the industry's best. I'd love to see her career really take off over there. He wound up getting into a little back and forth with himself. No, literally, he's just... Oh my god, he's being anonymous. He's just posting in reply to himself to make it seem like loads of people are talking, but it's just him. Hopefully he'd get a response from someone else soon. A sudden shrill noise startled him so much that he nearly cried out. His heart fluttered like that of a young child who'd been caught in some prank. Realizing that the sound was coming from the bug tracker, he pulled it from his pocket and took a few breaths to steady himself. Evidently, someone had bugged his study as well. That's very worrying. His wife. Tracker in hand, he walked toward the center of the room. What direction was the signal coming from? He tried heading over toward the window. Here, maybe? Next, he headed over to his desk. Here too? The bug tracker was picking up signals from all over the room. Had there been that many listening devices planted in here? Mr. Osawa? It's Kajiwara. He is the bug. No, that would make sense. Like, if the bug is on him... If the bug is on him, though, then wherever he goes, it's gonna be there. But yeah, that would be curious, though. Why did it take so long to go off? Mr. Osawa? It's Kajiwara. Ah, perfect timing. Osawa hurried to let the detective into the study. Oh, nice slippers. The bug track is picking up signals. Oh? Yes, from all over the room. What should I do? Mr. Osawa, please calm down. As if that's even possible right now. Yeah, it's like, why did it take so long to go off? Or why did it stop between the car leaving and coming home? Yeah, there's so many questions. Like, same bug? Different bug? Faulty bug tracker? What could it be? It feels like there must be 10, no, maybe 100 listening devices in here. Kajiwara didn't miss a beat. Let me be honest with you. That bug tracker is broken. What? Of course it is. Osawa was dumbfounded. Broken? But this is the one I got from you, right? Well, yes. But mine isn't detecting anything. Kajiwara produced an identical bug tracker from his pocket. And, as he'd said, it wasn't getting any signal. As I recall, Mr. Osawa, that one was dropped on the floor when I was trying to hand it to you. That is very true. He did throw a duck at him and make it fall on the floor. That does make sense. Yes, that's right. That must have been when it broke, sir. The strength ebbed from Osawa's body. He didn't even have the mental energy to be angry anymore. He gave the tracker a whack with the palm of his hand, and the beeping stopped. Right, he said. What can I do for you? Kajiwara clapped his hands together as if he'd just remembered something. Ah, right, we have a big problem. The toilet again. Osawa sighed. No, it's not that. It's something worse. Kajiwara's face turned grim. Something worse? Look, this could be anything. This could just mean they've run out of bananas in the kitchen, knowing Kajiwara. Oh, there's 2 options. Okay, what are we doing? It's poll time. What do? Is it Maria? Or ignore this clown? What are we doing? Here we go, the poll's up. What are we doing in this situation? Yeah, every time the autosave pops up, I'm just like, oh dear. Oh dearie me. But I love that hearing him out is winning the poll at the moment, but the first vote was to ignore this clown. I do love that. But yeah, he is a bit of a clown. I mean, he literally put a rubber duck in Osawa's shoe. Like, he's really good at his detective work, but he is also ridiculous. He is so ridiculous. I love him. It was you, like this guy. But what if it actually is important? Like, it's better to listen and then just be like, if it's not important, than to just walk away if it is important, right? Yep, it looks like we gotta hear him out. We need to be sure. We gotta make sure. Has something happened to Maria? He needed to hear the detective out. Balmy detectives. I love the word balmy. It's great. What is it? Osawa asked. Go on, tell me. He did his best to remain composed. Well, you see... Should have known. Should have known? Well, you see, we ordered lunches for everyone, and it looked like there were 2 still left over, so I wound up eating them. There was an awkward pause. Osawa didn't have the foggiest idea of how to respond. My deepest apologies, sir. I ate the lunches intended for you and your wife. Kajiwara bowed profusely. And I really do need to apologize. They were tonkatsu bento boxes, and they were delicious. The meat was so tender, and the batter so crisp, with each and every bite. The rich flavor just filled my mouth more and more. You really should shut up right now, honestly. Osawa felt a blood vessel burst in his skull. Listen, you. Get your goddamn act together, or... He didn't get to finish that thought. A pathetic little gurgle sounded from his stomach. See, Kajiwara said. You are hungry. He fussed sheepishly with his hair. At the talk of food, Osawa realized abruptly that he hadn't eaten anything since the night before. Shall I make something for you? The detective asked. This is all my fault after all. You can cook? Osawa wasn't sure how thrilled he was with the idea of Kajiwara helping him. Yeah, I don't think I'd trust him in a kitchen either. Like, I don't know. Something about him. You mustn't judge people based on outward appearances, Mr. Osawa. All right. Fine. Go right ahead then. His newfound hunger was making it hard for him to think. It would certainly behoove him to eat something. I love the word behoove as well. And behest. Good words. He led Kajiwara to the kitchen. What is that apron? What is that apron? Yeah, I wonder how much they knew ahead of time. Like, the actors for this. Like, I wonder if they were told, hi, you're gonna have to do some really silly things. Or if it was just a surprise for them, like they got the role and then it's like, right, okay, now I need you to plunge a toilet. Okay, now I need you to put this silly apron on. Right, now you're gonna put a duck in somebody's shoe. Just be like, I thought I was playing a hardened detective. Yes, you are, don't worry about it. What's with that getup? Wearing an apron in the kitchen is a must, sir. Alas, it isn't while I'm naked. I'm glad it's not. Apron. The cartoon character printed on the apron Kajiwara is wearing is one of his own design. It's modeled after the MPD's mascot. His name is Pinpo-kun. Hi, Pinpo. Great. Wonderful. He's a designer too. Naked? Oh, are you not familiar with the concept of the naked apron? There it is, yep. The state of being entirely naked, save for an apron. A form of cosplay. The views from the front, rear, and sides all offer a certain appeal, but caution must be advised, as it may be difficult to stop arguing about which presents the loveliest sight once the topic is raised. There are similar, more sexualized naked styles as well, such as the naked sock, the naked shoe, naked necktie, naked ribbon, naked scarf, naked collar, and so forth. No, thank you. Right, now everyone, you are now being given the mental image of this guy wearing nothing but a necktie. You are welcome. Anyway, let's continue. I could demonstrate if you like. No. No, do not do that. No. No, that's quite all right. Where'd you get that apron anyway? It's mine, sir. Have you had it with you this whole time? Yes, in here. With a smile, Kajiwara pointed to his pocket. How big is that pocket? How big is that pocket? He has been pulling so many things out of that pocket. Like he's got an apron, he's got a rubber duck, he's got about 5 bananas so far. What the heck? Of course. Osawa eased himself into a chair. His hunger was making him feel weak, and Kajiwara was making him feel like he was losing his mind. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Yeah, at least 2 bug detectors as well. Oh, that's true. It's a mail pocket. It's pretty much a dimensional portal. It's true. He's got like a built-in bag of holding as a pocket. Oh, this is bad, the detective said. I need to whip something up for you fast. Something's definitely wrong if you don't even have a comeback. And he's self-aware. Osawa felt his anxiety mounting. Just what sort of food was this insufferable oaf going to make anyway? Probably nothing worth eating was his bet. Yeah, why do I get the feeling we're gonna be going out to a cafe or something for food? I think we're gonna be going out for lunch at this case. At this pace. I don't see this going well. Oh. Oh no, that third one. He can either go along with Kajiwara and hope that it's edible, he can ask Tanaka, his assistant, to make something instead, or he can tell his wife to get in the kitchen. I don't feel like I need to do a poll here, but I'm going to anyway. Oh no. What do? Risk the Kajiwara lunch? Ask Tanaka. I. There we go, there's the poll. What are we doing? So sensible sexism. Gotcha. No, I feel like the first one is suspicious. It's suspicious, sensible sexism. Because, like, Kajiwara is such an enigma. He is... It could go either way with him. He could actually turn out to be an incredible chef and make, like, a gourmet meal. Or he could just put 3 bananas on a plate and say that that's dinner. Like, we don't know. He is so unpredictable. He's... We have no idea. Anyway, I'm very proud of everyone for not picking the 3rd one, because that... Okay, never mind. I'm not proud anymore. But no, it's just like, who would pick the last one? In this situation, knowing how much they don't get along, and having someone already in the kitchen making food, it would be so bad for him to then go to I and be like, hey, make me lunch. Like, that would be bad even for Osawa. That would be terrible. If it were you, it'd be a plate of 3 sausages done in the microwave at worst. No, it's like, if it would be me, it'd probably be like a bowl of instant noodles. I'll just be like, yeah, I can cook food for you. Is a noodles okay? Either noodles or like chicken nuggets. Throw them in the oven. You voted for I. Hi, Brindley, welcome. Yeah, it's like we can have the unpredictable detective make us dinner. Lunch, it's lunchtime. Either he can make us lunch and we have no idea if it's going to be edible or not. We can ask our assistant to make us lunch because he probably would make something edible. Or we can ask our wife, who we don't get along with, to get in the kitchen and make lunch when someone is already making lunch. That is... I can't get over it. Can you imagine? Like, he asks her to make lunch and she's like, oh, you can't do anything. Whatever, fine, I hate you. Goes in the kitchen and someone's already cooking. I would be furious. I'd be like, why did you ask me when there's already somebody... Anyway, it looks like we are... Oops. Polygon, there we go. It looks like we're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk the Kajiwara lunch and hope that it is edible. Oh, thank you for the posture check and hydrate too. I will have a big stretch. And sit up straight and I will have a sip of my monster. I'm also gonna have a gummy worm. Please forgive me. The talking about food is also making me hungry. Gummy worm, yummy! Thanks for the gummy worm! Gummy worm, yummy! Oh no. I've ruined gummy worms for myself now. We get to enjoy the dramatic music for a second while they mute and chew this. Honestly, the chewing is so quiet, I don't know if the mic would even pick it up, but I don't want to risk it anyway. Right, let's hope that he's actually making lunch. Like, a lunch that we can eat. For now, he'd just have to pray he wound up with something edible. Kajiwara peered into the refrigerator. Goodness, you are remarkably understocked, he said. Let's see. Could you please put these in the dinger, Mr. Osawa? The dinger? Ah! Named for the sound a microwave oven makes when it has finished heating your food. The microwave at my house doesn't really go ding when the timer reaches 0, though. It's more just a beep. But it doesn't make sense to call a microwave a beeper when that's already a word that refers to something else. Thank you so much, whoever wrote this tooltip. That's, thanks. Yeah. I've also never heard anyone call a microwave a dinger. Anyway, that looks like eggs. Is he really just gonna put some eggs in the microwave? We may have made a big mistake. It should be fine. Oh, no, rice. Oh, that's... Okay, it's still not great, but that's... Okay. Do they not have a rice cooker? I'm so sad. The detective handed Osawa some frozen lumps of rice. Oh, unless it's just to defrost, I guess. The dinger? What the heck is a dinger? Okay, at least it's not just me. You looked away and looked back and got a flash of jopping. That's what I want people to think every time they look at me, so thank you. You look over at me and just be like, 'cause when we're jumping and popping, we're chopping. Japping. Honestly, one of my favorite things is the associations that people have with me. Like when someone's just like, oh, I saw a worm on a string and I thought of you. I'm just like, oh, my heart, thank you. I'm so glad. It's always the silliest things too. It's great. Oh, you turned off all the sounds on your microwave and it makes you so happy. Oh, see, I really like the beeps. Our microwave makes very satisfying beeps. And like, I like the sound it makes as it's like whirring around. But we've got a nice microwave though, because it basically just, when it's done, it just does 3 beeps and then it stops. And it only does the beeps again if you leave it for like a minute or so and like as a reminder. But it's a really... It lets you know that it's done without being too obnoxious, and it's just a really nice microwave. I prefer my rice cooker though. Rice cooker doesn't make any noises, but it has nice lights on the side. Oh, you want a moddable microwave to ask people to record voice lines for it? Oh, I could do it. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Thank you. Your food is ready. Enjoy the meal. NPC voice came out again. Enjoy your meal. I hope it is delicious. Enjoy food. There you go. Free voice lines with ominous, like, drum sounds in the background. You're welcome. The microwave oven, sir. Osawa stepped in front of the microwave. Unfortunately, he had no idea how to work the control. This man, every time I think I've seen how pathetic he is, I'm so sorry. I'm being so mean to him today, but he is... How do you not know how to work a microwave? You press... You put the time on, you press start. It's not... I feel like even the most, like, complex microwave, like, you can find a button that puts the time up and then press the start button. It's... Unfortunately, he had no idea how to work the controls. Has he never microwaved anything for himself? I bet he just gets Ai to do it, actually. You should thaw that rice out as soon as possible, Kajiwara told him. I'm actually not sure how to operate this thing. What? The detective gasped. You don't know how to use a microwave? Osawa could only nod in silent shame. It should be just as simple as turning the dial. Wait, which one? That one, sir. The one on the right. Osawa turned the dial, then crossed his arms with a satisfied grin. Your grandma has a really weird microwave where you have to spin a dial to add the time and then you press it in to start cooking. Oh, that's similar to ours as well. We have an option where it's like we can press a button to just add 30 seconds, or we can use the dial to do it like more precisely and then just press start. It's a nice microwave though. It also has a defrost button, which is very nice. Yeah, you got an ex-business microwave. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I can imagine if it's like a proper like industrial business type one. There's probably a lot of buttons. Yeah, yours has a numpad, but also the add 30 seconds button, and just... It's so easy. It's so good. Mr. Osawa, you need to put the rice in first before you do that. Well then, why didn't you say that? Osawa snapped. Oh, this poor man. I'm so glad we're actually giving him some life skills, though. He needs them. Oh yeah, this is a dial one as well. Oh, but it's even got like the amount of time you need written on the microwave there. Like for rice balls, you do it. It's got all the times on there. That's so handy. That's such an interesting microwave. Okay. I've never worked in a kitchen in my life. Don't ask me to do things that are this difficult. Very well. I'll handle this from here. Why don't you get out the bowls and the chopsticks then, sir? He's not going to know where they are, is he? I don't think he's going to know where they are. Also, Josie, hello! Thank you for the head pat. Welcome, welcome. Alsauer's never used a microwave in his life. He's trying to figure out how to work a microwave. And Gabby Drama, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. But yes, welcome, welcome. I don't think he's gonna know where any of the cutlery is. I think he's probably the type who's just had it done for him his whole life. I have no idea where the hell those are kept. Called it. Kajiwara let out a heavy sigh. Just open cupboards. You'll find them eventually. It's not that hard. Brought your cousin here. Oh, of course I don't mind. The more the merrier. Everyone is welcome in here. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. Hope you enjoy your time here. I will warn as well. I'm playing a bit of an intense game at the moment. But you've joined at a not so intense part. We're literally just trying to make lunch for this guy at the moment. There's a whole thing going on with like kidnapping plots and terrorism and all sorts, but at the moment it's just lunch. We're just trying to make lunch. He's trying. Not very hard, I don't think. It's a very intense lunch, it is. Kajiwara let out a heavy sigh. All right, then please just sit and wait, sir, he said. And here, take this. Kajiwara pulled out a sheet of bubble wrap from his pocket. Wait, that's great. Just pop these for now, sir. Just sit there and don't touch anything and pop some bubble wrap. Use your fingers to pop the bubbles. That should help you calm down. Too drained to argue, Osawa did as prompted, starting to pop his way along the sheet. He's being treated as like a toddler. I love this. It's basically just like a child in the kitchen. It's just like, just sit here and pop this and don't cause trouble. Kalariax, hello! Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome in. Actually thought my voice was the actual game voice acting. Oh, I feel honored. Thank you. I'm so glad you think so. I want to do voice acting stuff in the future, so comments like that are always massive compliments for me. But thank you so much, and thank you for the follow too. Welcome. A lovely voice. Thank you. I try my best. Oh, I feel like narration would be so fun. Like, I'd love to do like character voice work, but I'd also love narration as well. It's part of why I like visual novel streams so much. I get to narrate the lines. It's story time. I get to read a story for everyone. But I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Anyway, back to Osawa and his wonderful bubble wrap. They sound like that's more crackling than bubble popping. Rather than calm him down, though, it was making him incredibly cross. Lirie Elon game streams. There are more coming in the future. Don't worry about that. But I like story time. Yes, oh, thank you! A lovely streamer from the UK with a very lovely voice. And I don't have spinach stuck in my teeth. I don't. Look, I can show you. Ha. Completely spinach free. I do like spinach though. I like adding spinach to stir fries and things. No, wait, there's a little bit on the left. No! I haven't even eaten spinach today. I don't believe you. But yes, welcome, welcome everyone. And I hope everyone enjoys the story time as it continues. I need to click forward. The popping just sounds like crackling. It's painful. This felt more like a sort of ridiculous punishment. They say you can learn a lot about a household by looking in the fridge, you know. Kajiwara was cooking something in a frying pan. And? Osawa asked. Just what have you learned about mine? That you're kind of useless. I'm sorry, I'm so mean. I'd better not say, sir. You might take offense. Osawa snapped another bubble between his fingers. There's the ding! Ah, the rice is finished thawing. Kajiwara topped the steaming bowl of rice with the fried egg he'd whipped up in his pan. I've got to say, just rice and an egg is a very simple dish, but it's also very hard to get wrong, so that's probably a good choice. It was probably a good decision on what to make. But yes, nice to meet you too. So true. Every time you look at your fridges, you see a new rotting veggie. Yeah, I think the problem with like fresh produce is that if you don't use it or you forget you have it, it does go off. Which is why sometimes it's so easy to just have like non-perishable things. It's why I like instant noodles. I can just stay stocked up on them. Yeah, only thing that could go wrong is the rice was bad. I'm gonna hope it's not. It should be okay, I think. Then, as if it were an afterthought, he added some pickled vegetables. I dropped my phone, don't worry about it. That looks really nice, actually. I was not expecting that to look so nice. Here you are, sir. Your fried egg on rice is complete. What's the tooltip gonna be? Hey, one of Kajiwara's simple recipes. Others include his white spaghetti, which is simply spaghetti that's been flavored with butter, salt, and pepper after it's been boiled. Both are a bit too basic to be properly called cuisine, but it does take a certain skill to bring the best flavor out of the ingredients with such simple seasonings. It's true. I feel like it's very easy to think, oh, I've got to make like a really intricate meal, but sometimes simple is best. Sometimes you don't want like a super intricately cooked meal. Sometimes you just want something that hits the spot. It's what I like to do. I like having a rice cooker. Sometimes my meals are just, I put rice in the rice cooker and then I just put stuff on top of it, and it usually works pretty well. It's like the easiest kind of meals to make. Also, like, rice cooker and chicken nuggets are surprisingly good. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm getting so many voice compliments today. Thank you. That's why I like doing the reading streams. I get to just keep talking and people can just listen and zone out and just have me on in the background and then wonder why I'm talking about microwaves for 20 minutes. Anyway, fried egg on rice is complete. Kajiwara grinned from ear to ear. Go ahead and eat it while it's still warm. Osawa received the bowl with a dubious look. You aren't very good at cooking, are you? He said. Wow, that's so rude. What is wrong with this? Nothing looks wrong with this. This looks fine. This just looks edible. What? Oh no, this is Kajiwara saying it. Oh, never mind. That makes more sense, yeah. It's Kajiwara who said that. He's like, you're not very good at cooking, are you, sir? All you had in your refrigerator were... Oh no, he was insulting it, but Kajiwara is now explaining himself. So Osawa's just here being rude, like, you're not very good at cooking, are you? And Kajiwara is now saying, all you had in your refrigerator were eggs and pickled vegetables, sir. I assure you, it's quite delicious. I recommend breaking the yolk and mixing it all together. Yeah, when you've got such limited... such a limited ingredient variety, you kind of just have to make the best of what you're given. But yeah, thank you for the head pat and the confetti. Reluctantly, Osawa brought a bite to his mouth. I think it's gonna be nice. Yeah. That's good. The words came out almost unbidden. Isn't it just? Egg yolk and pickled vegetables pair quite well. Osawa couldn't help but stuff his face, slipping into a rapturous daze as he did. The more he ate, the more it stirred his appetite. I had no idea fried eggs could be this delicious. I know you probably have a long ordeal still ahead of you, sir. But please, Keep your chin up and hang in there. Look at his little face. Like he's just resting his hands on his chin, resting his chin on his hands, even other way around. And he's so proud. He's just cooked him food. I have no idea what this is. This guy has a wife and kids, and one of his kids has been kidnapped, and the other is missing. And he's the guy on the left is a detective who ate his boxed lunch and is now having to make dinner for him. So not quite the kind of gay relationship you're probably hoping for, but I think this is so sweet. Look, he's so proud. He's so proud of himself. Kajiwara gave Osawa an amiable smile. I feel like there's definitely some tension there, at least. Like, they might not even recognize it themselves, but there's... Yeah, anyway. Ah, that's right, he continued. And for dessert, we have bananas. There it is. There it is. There are the bananas. I should have known. I thought the lunch was just going to be 3 bananas on a plate, honestly. I wasn't expecting an actual meal. But no, there's the bananas. No, thank you. Kajiwara grimaced as Osawa held up a hand in refusal. Right then, when you're finished eating, would you please wash the bowl? He's not going to know how to wash dishes either, is he? Also, Valeria, hello! Welcome, welcome! Me? Wash dishes? Osawa exclaimed in surprise, sounding like a petulant child. He really does. If someone else cooks for you, you should do the cleaning up. It's only polite. Fine, okay. While Osawa was doing the dishes, the bug detector went off again. The broken one? Or... Director, if you have a moment. Tanaka poked his head into the kitchen. Tanaka? I've got something urgent to discuss with you. Tanaka? Oh, why is it doing the slow zoom? Oh, we gotta keep out! We gotta keep out! Oh no, he ate a bug. I've got to say, one thing I find hilarious about Osawa's route is that there's so much of it where it's like he feels like an insect. He's talking like an insect. He feels like an insect that's had all its limbs ripped off or whatever, and it's all about bugs. Oh, bug the dishes. No, that is suspicious, huh? Tanaka walks in and suddenly the bug detector is going wild. Anyway, we got quite a lot done with Osawa's. Wow. We started here. We're all the way to like the end of the time block. I feel like we may have to change these choices along the way because we still got a lot of bad ends and keep outs. And I didn't see any jumps as we were doing that. So now the question is, which options do we want to go back and change, try something different for? We do have a Tama one right at the very start of her time block. Because Tama's at the moment leads to a bad end. And I'm trying to remember, I think that's the bad end where she blew up the shop. I'm not sure. Hold on. That's not the button I wanted to press. Hold on. That's also not the button I wanted to press. But yeah, we've got Tama's bad end here because we started the Tama for 1 o'clock. Had a choice right at the beginning, and then she went to the second-hand shop and blew it up, and that's all that's happened so far. So maybe we could go back and change that one? I don't remember what choice that was. No, I think we did that. No, wait, was it? What are you selling? No, we said we were going to sell the miracle stones, didn't we? Did we do this? I think we did this. I'm gonna check anyway. It's been so long. I don't remember what we did. Yep. I rack my mind for the best course of action. At long last, I arrive at a conclusion. No, we've done both of these. We've done both of these. We can't change this because if we find something else to sell, we end up selling miracle stones and becoming professional scammers in the rainforest or something like that. So we cannot change Tama's. Let's go back to the time chart. So Tama's is stuck. We need another option somewhere else to change hers. So the question is how. Oh, right, I just remembered. Minorikawa? He was at the shop. He was at the shop. At the start of his block, he was at the shop. I think this is going to be the option we need to change. Either this one or this one. I don't remember what they are. Also, Kunie, hello, welcome. Yes, I am Dracula-y today. It's the seasonal palette swap. What was this one? Oh, this was if he hits the girl or not. The girl who was holding him up outside the knick-knack shop. And then this one was inconsequential at the moment. Let's change this one. Let's see what the other option is like here. This might be what we need. Oh! Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be it. This is probably what's causing the bad ends so far. The fact that I did the poll here and everyone voted to try and punch the girl. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably not punch her. We should probably apologize. Instead of trying to punch her in the side. Possibly. Maybe. I think this might be the one. Alright, it's time to apologize. I know it is completely out of character for Minorikawa to be apologizing, but no, we already punched. We already punched and there's bad ends everywhere. So this time, we're going to be polite. Sorry. He bowed his head in apology. He was in too much of a hurry to get caught up in an argument now. But the girl didn't let go. Instead, she tightened her grip. Look, I'm sorry for not looking where I was going. Minorikawa could barely croak out his apology. Oh, fine. I'll let it slide this once, the girl said. She relaxed her hold with a scowl. Wait, hold on, she murmured. She stared good and hard at Minorikawa's face. Hey, you're Mr. Minorikawa! Surprised, Minorikawa gave her another look. Miku? Hatsune Miku? Miku? Yeah! Wow, so you do remember me! She smiled with delight, apparently forgetting that she'd just been wringing his neck. Wow, how long's it been? She asked. About 5 years, I think. You still doing your bonsai stuff? Nah, she replied. I gave that up. Miku had been Japan's bonsai champion back when she was in middle school. I know! I can't believe we punched Hatsune Miku. No wonder we had so many bad ends. Bonsai! The mention of bonsai likely calls to mind elderly hobbyists, but recently the art is attracting more young people, as are other aspects of Japanese-style interior design. Varieties of cherry and maple, smaller than normal bonsai, are becoming popular with practitioners, as are fruit-bearing trees such as plum-leaf apple. There are even spherical balls of soil covered in moss, shaped to look like cute little miniature planets with plants growing over their surface. That's cute! Yes, also Lego bonsai. I got some of that. I got some bonsai. I got some Lego frogs. Ooh! One day, local delinquents had vandalized dozens of Miku's bonsai pieces. Minorikawa had met her when he interviewed her about the incident. I want to get strong, she had said. Strong enough to beat those guys up. I think that's a noble goal. And so Minorikawa had introduced Miku to an acquaintance of his who ran a martial arts dojo. Well, you've sure gotten strong, all right, Minorikawa said. That's the sort of gal I am. Miku handed him a flyer. Oh, look how bright her smile is. She's so sweet. Look how beautiful that flyer is too. It's gorgeous. That's a beautiful flyer. It read, Ladies Mixed Martial Arts Pub Bride. Bride is a show pub that began as a side venture for a group of female mixed martial arts fighters who are facing financial difficulties. There is an octagonal ring inside the pub, and the rules state that anything goes between the young women who fight inside. Customers are able to take in the fights while enjoying their drinks. Yep. Present this flyer for a free drink. Nice! It's a place where you can watch girls fight in the ring while you have some drinks, Miku said. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Of course he would think that. Stefanari, hello! Welcome. How's it going? Glad you could make it. Welcome to, the weirdest story you'll ever encounter. Honestly, this does sound interesting, though. Minorikawa could feel himself being pulled in all the wrong directions by the prospect. You should come see one of my matches sometime. I'm the reigning champion. Miku beamed with pride. Wait, you're the champion? Yikes, good thing I apologized when I did. Yeah, good thing you didn't punch her in the side, huh, Minorikawa? Who could imagine what would happen if you did that, huh? In that case, I'll definitely have to swing by sometime soon. Right now, I'm in sort of a hurry, though. Oh, sure, Miku said. Catch you later, then. She headed into the shop as Minorikawa rushed off towards the sales demo. I love this music, too. At long last, he arrived at the Nokane building where the event was being held. Right, I think from here... Yeah, that's enough to adjust the time chart. Let's see if things have changed. Tama's has changed. Okay, Kano's is still a bad end. Minorikawa's still keep out. Achi's still keep out, but Tama's has changed. We don't have a bad end with Tama anymore. We can actually carry on with Tama's plan. Wanting to catch a stream? I'm glad you could make one, yes! I'm glad you're doing well as well. I'm also doing well. I love this game so much. It is such a ridiculous game in the most beautiful way possible. I love it. What was she holding? It was a flyer for a women's wrestling bar where you can go to the pub and have a drink and also watch girls wrestle in the middle. Like, just a very normal place, you know? But that means we can actually continue with Tama. We're not locked out. We don't have a bad end anymore. We might not blow up the shop. I hope. Right, it's time to run to the knick-knack shop and hopefully find some burning hammer before the demo starts. Here we go. Tama time. Tama time. Tama time. Tama gold 428. Ah! Tama time. Ah! Welcome. Hello. Konbanwa. すみません。私は日本語が下手です。でも勉強。But welcome. Tama time. I love Tama. I love Tama so much. Tama-san daisuki. I'm practically praying as I rush into the knick-knack shop, where I immediately spot the cardboard boxes I saw earlier still stacked up. Do I still have a British accent while speaking Japanese? Probably. I wouldn't know how to recognize, but I'm not very good at Japanese. I'm kodomo nihongo, like child levels. I can basically say hello and ask where the restroom is. But I want to get better at Japanese. I want to improve. I'm gonna keep studying. But I love this game. Practically praying as I rush into the knick-knack shop, where I immediately spot the cardboard boxes I saw earlier still stacked up. Yes, I'm in luck! I dive into one of the boxes to check what's inside. As a British person, you can confirm I have a British accent when I'm not speaking Japanese. I'm glad you could confirm that, thank you. But yeah, I learned the most useless phrases, because most of the phrases I learn in other languages tend to be from song lyrics, so I end up with like the most useless knowledge. But it's kind of funny. I dive into one of the boxes to check what's inside. Burning hammer? Burning hammer! It's packed with tiny bottles. There's no mistaking the noxious red liquid inside. That's burning hammer, all right. There's 50 bottles per box. And there are 4 boxes total. Assuming each bottle is 100 yen, including tax, I can buy the whole lot with the 20,000 I've got in my wallet. Mr. Yanagishita said he was selling the bottles at the demo for 15,000 yen apiece. Don't understand English, but it's fun. Hi, Tanoshidas. My brain has gone empty. I'm... Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, my brain's gone empty. I'm trying to bring back any Japanese I know, and I'm gonna have a drink. Mizu. I'm gonna actually have water. Anyway, 15,000 yen a piece. I don't think they're going to sell for that much, but we'll see. That way, if we sell all 200 bottles, he'll be able to pay back his debts no problem. Whoa! What's the deal with you? Tama-chan! She's so cute. I love Tama. The sales clerk's eyes go wide when he sees my getup. This stuff! I'd like your entire stock. I point at the burning hammer and the clerk makes an awkward face. I'm afraid that's already been sold. What? You mean, like, all of it? No one in their right mind could possibly want all of this. Yes, all of it, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not going to roll over that easily. Please don't blow the place up this time, please. Please do not set fire to everything again. Selling the bottles for £80 each, yep, he is. She is, basically, she's taken on this job out of desperation, and it's a scam. It's a scam, the whole thing. It's a scam. But she needs the money, so she's going along with it anyway. She's also stuck in this mascot costume, because the zip got stuck. But yeah, I love all of the photos in this game, all of the images, they're beautiful. It's so good. Whether I earn that extra 20,000 or not hinges on whether I can get this stuff. Please, you've got to help me out. I'm afraid it's out of my hands. Then could you get in touch with the buyer? Tell them I'm willing to negotiate. I suppose that wouldn't be an issue, but... Actually, would you mind waiting for just a moment? She said she'd be by ASAP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who is that? Oh, I'm imagining what if the explosion only took the mascot suit off her to free her from it. Even as I'm speaking with the sales clerk, a girl wearing a hoodie comes in. She's got a tiny frame and a doe-eyed face. Hey, I've come to pick up something I reserved, she says. This must be the customer the clerk was talking about. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that could be. Please, pardon my intrusion, but would you be willing to let me have these diet drinks? I bow extra deep, and my costume head wobbles all around. Wait, what? I'll pay you double what they're worth. No can do. I've never seen this brand before. I'm super curious about it. Surely you don't need this many, though? I do. I make my living with my body. This is about how much I'll need. Oh, wow, the sales clerk interjects. What sort of work do you do exactly? Miku! Of course it's Miku. I'm a martial artist. She's so cute, though. I fight at a place called Bride. You might have heard of it? It's one of the more popular hotspots in Shibuya these days. Yeah, it makes sense as to why she never came along for the pickup, because she was off beating up Minorikawa in an alleyway somewhere. That's why we have to not punch her. Oh, I know the place, the sales clerk says, brimming with sudden excitement. That pub where they have cosplay martial arts competitions, right? Hold on. What are we talking about now? What's Bride? I've seriously never heard of the place. You also have amnesia, Tama. It's a nightlife spot where ladies cosplay as anime characters, but they fight for real. I've been wanting to check it out, but they've hit their membership cap, the sales clerk explains. There's a membership cap? Oh! At present, the exclusive Bride has already exceeded its allotted number of members and is not accepting new ones. Given the buzz about how both the costumes and the fights are really something to see, memberships that are auctioned off online command quite high prices. Oh, there's like a black market, like, resale scalping ring for membership to a pub. That's funny. So then, you must be pretty strong, huh? He says to the girl. Well, I mean, I may not look it, but I'm the current champion. Also, I love her eye makeup. I love, like, the blue eyeliner she has. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting lost in Miku's eyes. The girl proudly adopts a fighting stance. Would you accept a challenge from me? I ask. Oh, Tama. Tama, really? A challenge? If I win, you have to let me have all of this. The girl breaks into a confident smile. Look at the clerk in the background. Do you have any idea who you're dealing with here? She asks. I intend to find out. Oh, wow, the sales clerk exclaims. I've just got to see this. Oh my god, he can't get into the club, but he's having like an actual he's having a cat fight right in front of him. The girlies are fighting. I'm glad to have him egging us on. Well, if you're that set on it, then sure, I accept your challenge. Sweet. We've established our terms. This burning hammer may yet be mine. I mean, one, she's the reigning champion of the martial arts bar. Two, Tama, you are stuck in a giant mascot costume. I don't think she thought this through. The girl cracks her knuckles, clearly eager for a fight. Wait, you're right, she has armor. She's protected. Miku's blows aren't gonna land on her. She's protected. She's so soft. I've gotta win this. Somehow or another, I have got to. Literal plot armor. You're so right. I mean, I've got to be good at something. Facing off against this fighter is going to show me what I'm made of. I address my opponent. Oh my... Okay. Okay, I should have seen this happening. I address my opponent, and by challenge, I naturally mean... We can either do rock, paper, scissors, we can play a rhyming game, or we can just fight. Alright, it's poll time. It's poll time. What do rock, paper, scissors, rhyming game, just fight? Alright, there we go. The poll is up. What are we doing? It's time for a duel. I mean, she's already got the fist up. She's going for Jan Kimpon. Using the fists in a different way. We have a tie! All three of them! We've got a tie between two of them! Really? Oh no. Oh no, we're fighting, aren't we? This is terrible. This is really bad. This is a really bad idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And by challenge, I naturally mean... We're gonna fight. Let's have ourselves a straight-up fight. Let's have ourselves a straight-up fight. Why not? Can't wait for the "you died" screen. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot that if you type "you died," it drops an Estus flask on my head. I've still got that from when I played Dark Souls. I forgot about that. You can also say roll or d20 and it'll drop a d20 on my head. Fun little Easter eggs. There we go. There's one. I got hit by a die. I think there's a cooldown on it. But I'm gonna have loads of these eventually. I'm gonna have so many, and I'm going to forget what I have and randomly get hit in the head constantly. Anyway, the girl grins nice and wide, like she'd been waiting to hear me say that. Okay, you're on. The name's Miku, by the way. Challenge accepted. Oh no! Miku and I march out of the shop. Out on the pavement, we stare each other down. So if you win, I'll let you buy the burning hammer, Miku says. But if I win, I get to keep it and you have to pay for it. Huh? Isn't that a little unfair? If you don't like it, then it's no fight, no deal. I don't have the time to rethink this. Alright. Ready whenever you are. Miku does a little brisk shadow boxing, throwing a repeated 1-2 combination. Shadow boxing, a training technique for boxing, involves practicing strikes, guards, and evasions against an opponent who isn't actually there. Haha. Whoa, what's the deal? Is something going on? It's a straight fight. A number of people pass by, including a businessman, a couple, as well as some pretty gruff-looking fellows, and some of them stop to form a small crowd. Who's the couple? Jump! We gotta jump! We gotta jump for Achi! We can carry on with Achi! The couple is Achi Endo and Hitomi Osawa. They passed by while running away from some mysterious foreigners. We also have the gruff-looking fellows. Asao Ozu and his underling Yutaro Segawa. Members of the Tenryugumi Yakuza Syndicate. The Tenryugumi operates a lending firm called Takarada Financing, and these two have been tasked with collecting outstanding debts. They've already collected from one client today. Next, they plan on grabbing lunch before heading off to find their next target. It's okay, we can carry on with Achis now. After the fight, obviously. The sales demo has already started by now. I don't have time to goof around here. I watch as Miku starts up her footwork. A left jab. She's quick. I can see why she's the champion. Hi-ya! She immediately follows up the jab with a wide right hook. A hook is a type of punch. Involves swinging the arm in a wide arc to strike the opponent from the side. In mixed martial arts bouts, it's common to see a fighter continue the momentum from a hook to catch the opponent by the arm, transitioning immediately into a takedown and pin. Oh! I jerk aside at the last possible moment and deliver a little swat to Miku's shoulder. Whoa! She slips off balance and pitches forward. Oh wow, what was that? The crowd has started clamoring. Oh, she's back. Miku rights herself and gets back into a fighting stance. What the? How? She doesn't seem to know what just happened. Tama actually cracked at boxing? Actually, is she just gonna be like amazing? Rah! This time I watch as she unleashes a kick with her left leg from a distance. Look at all the people in the background too. Look at these people. They're loving this. I love the businessman who's just like, ooh. Ooh. They're pogging. They are PogChamp. On reflex, I bring up my right hand and adopt a guarding stance. Reflex? She's got the reflexes? Tama! Gotcha, she calls out. It was a feint! There's a visceral whoomp as a second kick connects, coming at me from a different angle. Whoa! What gives? I love the background there with the everyone in unison just Nani? My big mascot head serves to cushion the blow to the point that I barely feel it. We were right! She has plot armor! Hiya! She proceeds to unleash a string of additional kicks with her left leg, trying to defeat my fuzzy armor. Eventually, I catch hold of her foot. Holding her off balance, I begin to walk her backwards, making her hop awkwardly on one leg. Tama, wow. Ah! Casual flip of my paw, and Miku goes whirling through the air. Whoa! Ah! Tama-chan. She is so powerful. She is so strong. Oh my goodness. Hello, Raiders. Nue, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Tama time. Thank you for the resub too for 22 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Oh, Persona 4.
Tama time.
It is Tama time. It's always Tama time. I love Tama. But welcome, welcome. Thank you, Raiders. There's no background music. This feels a little awkward. Hello, and welcome, welcome to anyone who's new here. Hello, I'm Lirie. I'm usually a pink-haired cat girl from the UK. I'm still from the UK, but I don't have pink hair at the moment. But hello, I usually play comfy games and puzzle games, but I'm also playing 428 Shibuya Scramble, which is one of my all-time favorite games. And apparently Tama is really good at wrestling. Apparently she's an amazing wrestler. Thank you for the door knock and head pat. Welcome in. But oh, you finished it! You finished Persona 4 Golden? Oh, I love that game so much. I love it. How did you enjoy it? I hope you had a good stream. I have such a soft spot for the Persona series. I love it so much. I actually did a Rise cosplay once. One of my proudest cosplay moments. I love Persona 4. It's so good. But I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Yes. And I'm so glad you finished it too. If you need to rest after your stream, that is absolutely... Oh my goodness, another raid. Oh. Oh my goodness, hello! Fish Capades, welcome! You took the bait and now you're here. Oh, welcome in, welcome in. You may want to be careful if there are fish about. There is a cat at the moment. And she is powerful. She is on a rampage. But welcome, Raiders! How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you all. Hungry? I am a little hungry, honestly. There was a big scene in the game earlier involving lunch, and it made me realize I didn't have lunch, so I've been just eating gummy worms through the whole stream. Feed the cat. Yes, please, Adam. Thank you. But welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to anyone who's new here. Hello, I'm Lirie, and I'm a cat girl from the UK, and I usually play comfy games and puzzle games. But at the moment, it is chaotic story time, and Tama just beat someone up. And I love her for it. But yeah, I'm gonna have a good dinner tonight, but for now, it is game time. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you both raids. If you need to head off and rest after your streams, if you gotta get some food, have a drink or something, that is absolutely fine. Please don't feel like you have to stick around. But if you want to stick around, it's story time. We're having a nice story time. And Bob, welcome back. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, I need a sip after this. But yeah, I got 2 raids. I feel special, but welcome. This is part 7 of this game. I've been playing this game quite a lot, and there is... I don't know how to describe it. Everything happens so much. It is such an interesting game. It feels so weird not having background music. Hold on. Let me just have this on for a little bit while I say hello to everyone. Please hold while gameplay will continue shortly. Thank you. The vampire unicorn attacks again. Thank you. But yes, I started playing this earlier in the year, and I intended for it to be a regular series. Life has gotten a little bit in the way, so it hasn't been super regular. But this game is one of my absolute favorite games. It's a visual novel story game, but you have 5 perspectives at the same time. And what you do as one character will change what happens for another character. So everything is linked. And it's so fun. It's such a good game. I love it. And this is Tama. Tama is a girl with amnesia who's stuck in a cat mascot costume. And apparently she reflexively just won a martial arts fight, so I guess she's a martial artist? But it's so good. Oh, Sylphie, you would love this game. I feel like you would adore this game. It's so good. It's such an amazing game. It first came out in 2009 in Japan on the Nintendo Wii, which gives you an idea of how old it is, but it's so good. And it goes on sale really regularly as well, so if anyone is interested in buying this, wait for it to go on sale on Steam and then buy it because it gets really, really cheap. But it's so good. I love it. I love it so much. But yes, thank you so much for the raids, everyone. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone can rest well after streaming. But if you want to stick around for story time, there are wild shenanigans are going to be happening. Oh, thank you for the dictionary redeem as well. Ugh, where's my dictionary? I got it. Akire, thank you for the dictionary narration redeem. We have the letter W, and our word is... Our word is word. I'm not making this up. The first word I put my finger on was word. Word. Noun. 1. A single unit of language which has meaning and is used with others to form sentences. 2. A remark or statement. 3. In the term of a word, even the smallest amount of something spoken or written. For example, don't believe a word. 4 words can mean angry talk, like I'm gonna have words with you. 5, the word, is a command, slogan, or signal. 6, your word, a person's version of the truth. Or 7, your word, a promise. 8, information or news. Or as a verb, the word means to express in particular words. Like, this is how I'm going to word this. Oh my goodness. It also has like a load of phrases that have word in, but I'm not going to read all of those as well. But I can't believe I got word. What? The word is word. How perfect. But thank you. And hello, thank you for the head pat. Welcome, welcome. We finally learned what a word is. Next we need sentences. Yeah, you're right. Next time we'll learn what these mythical sentences are. And welcome, welcome. I'm doing well, thank you. I put some elevator music on because the game has no background music at the moment, and I got 2 raids. But yeah, let's get back to the game now. Let's get back to celebrating Tama's victory. Which seems so wild. Like, how did she win that? Whoa! Ooh! Ah! The crowd erupts into cheering and applause at the spectacle. Whew, you're tough. Who the heck are you? As you can see, I am a cat. Hold on, do I still have my command? I made a silly command. I don't know if it still exists. It does! Right now, as you can see, I am a cat. Neko desu. A wry smile comes to Miku's face. Oh, now we get background music. To think a bride competitor would lose in a street fight. Guess it's time to go back to being an ordinary girl. No! No, Miku, you are so strong. You are so strong. Keep going. No, you have to train more so you can defeat her. It's rival arc. It's time for your rival arc. Don't give up. Today is the day I retire. No! No! Don't retire. Ah. Whew. Good match there. Miku clasps my hand firmly. But hey, I'm just glad that my last opponent was you. Oh! I was gonna say now kiss, but there's a giant mascot head in the way. Now kiss. Oh, never mind. Oh, look. Oh, Sylvie, that is absolutely fine. Yes, I think you would really, really enjoy this game. This feels like it would be up your alley. It's also Spike Chunsoft, which kind of can tell you how out there the story's gonna get. But it's really good. It's one of their like earlier games, and it's amazing. Yeah, you would love it. But yes, thank you for the lurk though. I hope the working goes well. I love this game. It's so good. Anyway, we got the burning hammer. Woo! I hoist up the boxes of the diet drink. So, how much does this come to? I ask the sales clerk. He shakes his head. The girl fight you gave me was priceless. You can have it. Oh, don't worry about payment. You've more than earned it with that spectacular display just now. Okay, but actually, okay. That was really something. Heck, even I am shocked at what just happened. It's amazing what a little desperation will do for you. So, that move you used? That was some Aiki Jujutsu, yeah? Yeah? Aiki Jujutsu, a traditional Japanese martial art that emphasizes learning to anticipate an opponent's first move and instantaneously counterattack. Skilled practitioners can toss and throw opponents with a simple touch, The art predates the development of the more pacifistic Aikido, and so some dangerous techniques still remain. Aha! Aiki Jiu-Jitsu. Good to know. Huh? Oh, I guess? I tilt my head non-committally. Come now, no need to be so humble. I'm a martial arts fanatic. I know my moves when I see them. Ah! Knick-Knack shop owner Taisei Yasuda watches roughly 350 martial arts fights a year. He's particularly fond of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and is thinking about studying it himself. There's a dojo he's been eyeing, but he's rather timid and has thus far only waffled non-committally outside the entrance to the place. He can call it whatever he wants if he's letting me have the drinks for free. This is gonna be a lifesaver. Is that all the shopping you'll be doing with us today? He asks. Actually, come to think of it, I do have one request, I say. Sure thing. Could you please not sell that necklace there? I promise I'll be back to buy it later. Sure, no problem. The sales clerk gives a deep bow. I did it. I managed to solve my burning hammer problem. Now I've just got to get back to the sales demo. It's so funny because thinking about this logically, thinking about this in a logical sense, she was going to buy all this burning hammer for 20,000 yen. She already has 20,000 yen. If she asked the clerk, instead of buying the burning hammer, to just take 20,000 off the price of this necklace, she could buy it right now and not have to go through this entire farce. But I don't think she's even considered that. She is so fixated on this burning hammer. It's so funny to think about. Now I've just got to get back to the sales demo. Oh, that must be awfully heavy. Here, why don't you use that dolly? The sales clerk indicates the hand truck over in the corner. Oh, thanks so much. I load the pile of boxes onto the cart and rush back to the Nokane building. We got him! The scam continues. By now, the sales demo will be well underway. I need to get back as soon as I can. If there's nothing to buy, the customers are going to leave and everything I've gone through will have been for nothing. Come on, Tama, you can do it. Just gotta hurry. I charge for the demo, pushing the dolly ahead of me like a battering ram. Don't break them, you just got these. Ah! Oops! Sorry to keep you waiting. You're late. What the heck have you been doing? Mr. Yanagishita practically throws himself at me. The weight must have been killing him. Oh yeah, this is the moment with with Minorikawa just being like, if this sales demo doesn't happen, I'm gonna be so sad. Gonna be really disappointed. Hey, there we go. Standing behind him is a man I don't recognize. We got the jump. We got the jump for Minorikawa as well. We've solved so many problems now. Who is that guy? He doesn't look like a customer. Okay, Tama, just come with me for a minute. I follow Mr. Yanagishita into the break room. Sorry I'm late. There was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But look, I got the product back. I proudly open up one of the cardboard boxes. I'm just waiting for them to all be broken. They're not. Ah! It's burning hammer! It really, really is! Yanagishita clutches the box close, nuzzling it with his cheek. Oh, of course he does. How's the demo going? I ask. I've got Chiri keeping them occupied with some magic tricks. Magic. That's magic, alright. I sneak a peek through the door and see Chiri guzzling orange juice from a gigantic container, draining it in one go. Is that magic? Is that a magic trick? I guess it's a kind of magic in itself. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave it on this screen for a second, and I will be right back. Just 1 second. I'm gonna go actually grab myself some more water, because all I have is Monster, and I should probably have water as well. So I'll be right back. Hello! I'm back, and I actually have a bottle of water now. I finished my other bottle, and I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I don't need more water. I can just drink Monster. I should have water. But hello, based Monster drinker. I love Monster. I'm a big Monster Energy fan. My favorites are I usually have the Ultra Monster, but I have the Ultra Zero, the Ultra Fiesta, and the Ultra Rosa, which are, coincidentally, the white, pink, and teal ones. It worked out. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't choose those ones because of the color scheme. It just kind of worked out that way, but the monster I like matches my color scheme. I mean, not while I'm red and black, obviously, but yeah, anyway, where were we? Chiri's doing magic tricks. She's doing great. Chiri's gonna get diabetes. You should see the amount, just the pure amount that Chiri has consumed so far. I am in awe of her. I feel like she should be a competitive eater. She would win every contest. She's so powerful. You drank too much water today. Oh no, and here I'm not drinking enough. We need to go splits. I'll give you some Monster in exchange. But now I need to actually drink more water too. I've noticed recently I've not been drinking enough. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Brinley! Even more water. I've not been drinking enough water, and I only realize it when I'm like getting really lethargic. And I always have the moment of like, why am I feeling so tired when I actually got some sleep? I've not been drinking enough. That would be a dehydration. Nice. Yeah, I just left it on this image. I think it was a good one to go grab a drink on. Anyway, Chiri, she's downing a giant vat of orange juice. 100% orange. Is that really a magic trick? It looks it. If I saw someone just downing like a gallon of orange juice like that in front of me, I would think it was magic. If it buys us time, it's magic enough. Look at that. Oh, look how excited everyone is as well. Everyone's just like, hey, look at that. Look what you did. Before long, the last of the juice is gone. Over in the corner of the stage, I see 6 more huge containers, all likewise empty. What? What? No, I am worried for her safety now. That's terrifying. It's shocking to think that she may have drunk all 7 of those things dry. The audience erupts into sincere applause, like they've forgotten what they originally came here for. How? It is magic. That's gotta be magic. Chiri comes back to the break room, positively drenched in sweat. Ugh. I think I should have stuck to doing imitations for a little longer. Oh, you're the opposite. You drink too much and then you're like, why have I gotta pee so much? Oh yeah, actually built different. She's so powerful. I'm always impressed by how powerful Chiri is. She is so strong. No, that was fantastic, Chiri, Mr. Yanagishita says. Just fantastic. Thanks to you, we had enough time to get the burning hammer back. He bows profusely. All right, now it's time for the main event. Chiri, go out there and guzzle down some burning hammer. Get yourself all drenched in sweat. Got it? Aye aye, boss. And Tama, just go up there, smile all big and say, this helped me lose a bunch of weight too. Is that really his plan? Is this really his grand plan for the sales demo? Oh, why are there so many pathetic men in this series? I love it. Could Tama beat Goku? I wouldn't be surprised. I believe in her. The secret Dr. Chiri, your sugar levels are in Mars. Got it? Got it. Great, I don't see how this can possibly go wrong. Good. Now then. Yanagishita gestures to a man I hadn't noticed before, who's been waiting quietly nearby. Of course, begging your pardon, miss. It's a service rep from the rental shop, who proceeds to try to get me out of my mascot suit. Is it time? Is it Tama time? Masamichi Fukuma, employee of the Far East Costume Rentals, the only son of company president Shigemichi Fukuma, he is one of the few people who know what Shigemichi looks like, as his father is usually clad in a rabbit costume. Okay. Masamichi has harbored a strong dislike for both his father and mascot costumes ever since the old man showed up at school on Parents' Day one year dressed in his inevitable rabbit suit. Nonetheless, the son has acquiesced to his father's wishes, and someday he'll inherit the family business. What a family. See, that's what I love about this game. We didn't need this backstory for this random rental shop clerk, but they gave it to us anyway, and I love it. Oh wait, his father is just an actual rabbit. That would be a plot twist. Oh, that's odd. The rental guy tilts his head. What's the matter? Yanagishita asks nervously. Yeah, this is a no-go. The rental guy pokes his finger at the back of my suit. This is zipper. It's all jammed up. It's gonna take a long time to get this thing off. What the hell? Mr. Yanagishita clutches the sides of his head. The rental guy tries tugging at the costume from various angles, hoping to free up the zipper, but like he said, it's no use. Meow. Meow. The rental guy's eyes widen at the sudden sound of a cat's mewling. Was that you? He looks at me, confused. Did you hear a cat meowing? Yes. Was it you? No, not me. I'm as surprised as he is. Must be hearing things. Mr. Yanagishita and Chiri don't seem to have heard anything. Cat? Yeah, I love the instinctive response of just, was that you? Did you make a very realistic cat meow? Ah! Yanagishita's fuming. Just my luck. I finally find a cute model and the crowd's never going to see her. Hey, boss, Chiri says. The customers are going to leave if you keep them waiting much longer. What do we do? Want me to go out there and do some more impressions? What are the impressions going to be? Okay, Chiriko's repertoire of impressions. 1. A sea lion yawning. 2. A harbour seal hailing a cab. What? 3. A walrus reading sutras. 4. A fur seal who can't reach the itchy spot on its back. Or 5. A Stella's sea lion taking a nap. I'm impressed. I want to know what those are like now. I'm so curious. No, we don't have any choice. Tama, you're just gonna have to go out there dressed like that. Are you sure? I ask. If those people go home, we're done for, he exclaims. Just get out there and get started. I'm counting on you two. This is gonna be a mess. Are they gonna sell anything? Does Chiri belong in a seal costume? I feel like it would suit her well. She had a chicken costume on earlier, but her zipper didn't break and she was able to take it off. It's only Tama who's stuck. Alright, sales demo time. Ladies, terribly sorry to have kept you waiting. Chiri and I spring into action on stage. But now, I'm proud to introduce to you the worldwide sensation that is Burning Hammer. The latest product from the West that has taken the diet world by storm. Every seat in the house is packed. That means there's about 40 people here. We only need to sell 5 bottles to each customer in order to sell out. Oh yeah, no big deal. Just 5 bottles to each customer at a ridiculously inflated price. They can do that. I'm hit with a sudden jolt of motivation. Allow us to explain just how this revolutionary new diet drink works its magic, Chiri begins. The plan is for me to describe how the drink works, and then Chiri will demonstrate it with a taste test. All eyes are fixed on us. I begin. For the first time in human history, you can drink a single bottle and lose a whole kilogram. That sounds terrifying. That sounds dangerous. Just drink and burn that excess weight away. Astonished gasps rise up from the crowd. Just take a look at this marvelous red liquid. Even looking at it makes you feel like you'll be shedding weight, right? Here's how Burning Hammer works. It activates the capsaicin found in chili peppers. Capsaicin, the primary spice component of chili peppers, said to be effective for improving blood flow and stimulating the burning of fat. Because it is a severe skin and eye irritant, it is also an ingredient in some forms of pepper spray for personal defense. So if you're being attacked by someone, you can just throw Burning Hammer in their eyes and you'll be safe. Don't do that. I pause to take a deep breath before continuing. And rapidly breaks down the triglycerides responsible for causing obesity. Obesity. Though the term is frequently used in recent years to simply refer to the state of being overweight, obesity in the clinical sense is a medical condition involving interrelated health issues, including excess body fat, hyperlipidemia, and hypoglycemia. Individuals suffering from obesity are at a high rate of complications such as coronary heart disease, diabetes, and sleep apnea. We're learning so much today. Hi, Brushy! Welcome to the Burning Hammer conference. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Again, the crowd hums with excitement. This response is better than I could have hoped. We're off to a terrific start. And now, this young lady here will demonstrate Burning Hammer's effects before your very eyes. Chiri steps into the spotlight. Just wait till you see how much she sweats. Proof that the fat is being burned right there on the spot. Chiri holds a bottle of Burning Hammer up high. Cheers, she says. As she opens the bottle, however, one of the women in the front row speaks up. Hold on. She's already sweating pretty hard. That is very true. She's right. Chiri's drenched in sweat from head to toe. Another woman chimes in, suspicious. All of that juice drinking from earlier, that was all just to make her sweat like that, weren't it? All of a sudden, the crowd is in an uproar. No, it's backfired. No, the orange juice. No, no, not at all. Drinking burning hammer makes you sweat way more than this. I rushed a towel off Chiri's sweat for her. Go on, hurry up, drink it down. Up, here we go. Chiri's face screws up unpleasantly as she gulps down the bottle, the whole bottle. And the sweat doesn't come. Ah! Why isn't it working? I exclaim, the audience momentarily forgotten. Guess I've already sweated out too much, Chiri replies, unfazed. Well, why were you sweating so much? Look! You were taking forever at the 100 yen shop! Oh no. Oh no, the scam is being revealed. Oh no. The crowd shifts from uproar into riot. Did she just say 100 yen shop? Scowling customers begin to close in. No, that's not it. You've got it all wrong. Please, just listen. Welp. Good job, Chiri. Thanks for that. That's great. Space Dinosaurs, hello. Welcome, welcome. You came at a great time. Please just listen. Oh, we can see what's going on here. The situation has gotten out of our control. Look. This product is so valuable that a 100 yen shop is about the only way we could get it. Uh-oh. I think I just put my foot in it. The customers glare at me, their eyes bright with rage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the heck? It's poll time. Okay. Are we going to genuinely apologize and beg for forgiveness? Are we gonna say it was just a joke, it was just a prank, bro? Or are we going to pretend that we didn't say 100 yen shop and we said hunker lamb chop instead? I don't see how this could possibly go wrong in any way. Let me get the poll up. What do? Sorry. Just kidding. Here we go, it's poll time. It's poll time, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like C. Yeah, oh my god, I think everyone likes C. I think... Are we really... We're gonna be like, no, we didn't say 100 yen shop, we said hunker lamb chop. Because that's how much Chiri ate before today to burn off for the demonstration. Yeah, honestly, I love the most absurd options. I think they're the most fun ones. Okay, nobody wants to apologize, which is fair. I don't think a crowd like this would listen to apologies. They are way too mad. Lamb is delicious. Are we gonna say hunker lamb shop? I think we are. I think the poll results speak for themselves. We're playing this off. We didn't say that. No, we didn't say that. Why do you think we said that? Of course we wouldn't say 100 yen shop. That's... No. We're talking about the food. Yeah, hunker lamb chop. It's a clumsy attempt to force it off, but it's my only option. Hunker lamb chop! It's a clumsy attempt to force it off, but it's my only option. She said hunker lamb chop, I repeat. Meaning that burning hammer is just so incredibly filling, having just one tiny bottle will make you feel like you've eaten a big meaty meal. Oh, Tama, you're trying. Oh, she's really trying. Yeah, that's what she meant. Yeah. Sneers one customer. Sure. Do they really sell this at 100 yen shops? Rats, we didn't manage to distract them. Huh? 100 yen shop? What's that? Answer me! Do they really sell these at 100? Look! I cry. It's the chupacabra! I thrust my arm out to point, only to accidentally catch one of the attendees in the head with my fuzzy fist. This is going well, huh? Then the woman lets out a muted groan and slinks to the ground, unconscious. The rest of the crowd stares at me, stunned. Oops. I'm over. Oh my god, the silly background music with the violin over the top of it is... Yeah, I feel like that sums up the situation very well at the moment. Oh my... Tama! Shouts Mr. Yanagishita, running out from the break room. What the heck are you doing? Abort! Abort! He howls. If you let these people know the truth about this stuff, they'll never buy it! Uh-oh. Now you've done it. Why would you yell that across the room? The words that I want to say to this man. I shall refrain. Cheery doesn't hesitate to point the finger at him, her stare ferocious. They both did it! Cheery, you... The two of you! Tama is here trying to mend this whole situation, and these two are just making it worse. He's an absolute melon! That's great, yes. He is such an absolute melon. Oops! Don't you do the tee-hee oopsie at me. I know what you've done. Realizing what he just blurted out, Mr. Yanagishita is aghast. Now there really is no saving this. The customers descend upon Mr. Yanagishita, their wrath a terror to behold. So then it is true! What the hell are you trying to pull? I can't believe you tried to sell this crap for these prices. Oh. Oh, that's terrifying. Ah! The throng goes on the attack. Cheery and I force our way through the angry mob, hoping to find some way to calm these people down. Oh my god, it's a loud mob. Cursing and profanity fill the air. The shouts are accompanied by merciless, open-handed slaps. I get all jostled and tumbled about, and my mascot costume takes a bad beating. Finally, the storm passes. Wow. Yeah, this place is wrecked. Oh dear. Pillowfort, hello! Welcome, welcome! You came at a great time. Everything went wrong. Welcome. It's over. It's all over. Mr. Yanagishita wails to the empty room. So, boss? About getting paid? Even Cheery seems hesitant to ask. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Obviously. Yanagishita doesn't so much as look up. His shoulders slump further in defeat. I'll take payment in kind then, Cheery says. Mind if I take this burning hammer home with me? Sure, Yanagishita says lifelessly. Yeah, that's about the time you usually enter. Honestly, with this game, I feel like you can enter at any point and there will be something happening. Something will be going down constantly. Go right ahead. All right, I'll be off then. Later, Tama. Cheery picks up the cardboard boxes and heads out. Sir? It's the man from the rental place. I believe you still owe me for the costume rentals? Oh, right. How much was it again? He's got nothing. He's gonna have like a piece of lint in his pocket and nothing else. Like maybe a couple pieces of gum. A dead spider or something. He's not got anything. Mr. Yanagishita rummages in his pockets. Well, given the severe damage, I'm afraid I have to add the full cost of the cat suit to your bill. Your total comes to 200,000 yen. Was that 200 yen? No, sir. 200,000. Sorry, I can't hear at all. I think I might have ruptured my eardrum. 200,000 yen, sir. Okay. Yanagishita takes all the cash he has in his wallet and holds it out reluctantly. That's only 20,000, sir. The rental guy furrows his brow. I'm afraid this won't cover it. I understand that, but I don't got more than this. Don't got no more, sir. Please, you're not a child. No, he kind of is. He acts like one. Then give me a discount. Make it 20,000. Instead of the 200 you owe. You know I can't do that, sir. But Mr. Yanagishita refuses to back down. Ah, that's right, insurance. I got insurance in the event the suit wound up damaged. No, you didn't. No, I did. You did not, sir. No, I did. Then where's your paperwork to prove it? Yanagishita calmly claps a hand to his chest. Is his paperwork in his heart? Is it embedded on his soul? Right here. The paperwork is here inside my heart. Yeah, he went for that. Of course he did. The rental guy clutches the sides of his head in exasperation. And believe me, I feel his pain. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to leave this to my boss. Mr. Rabbit? My boss, Shigemichi Fukuma, president and owner of Far East Costume Rentals. Notable for the fact that he's usually wearing his favorite rabbit costume. To Shigemichi, his costumes are like his children. If he were to hear that one of his suits had been ruined, he would probably never forgive Yanagishita, adding to the man's already considerable list of enemies. Yeah, he's got so many enemies now. Turning his back on the ruins of the sales demo, he slumps his way out of the room. Well, that went well. Now it's just me and Mr. Yanagishita. Please try not to let it get you down so much, sir, I say as cheerfully as I can muster. He's already down on the floor, a sobbing mess. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this CG so much. I'm screenshotting it. I look at that. You wouldn't know what it's like to feel so utterly hopeless. I think I might have an idea, sir. In fact, I'm sure of it. Yeah, this is like something from a horror scene. I love it. At this point, there's nothing more I can possibly do. He slumps forward, trembling like a willow tree. Things will turn around soon enough, I'm sure. You don't know me like I know me, he says. There's not going to be any turnaround, not after this. Okay, now this little pity party is starting to piss me off. Oh, yes. Please, please rant. I want Tama to just snap and just go off like, I have no idea how it feels. Well, you don't know how I feel. You know. Yes, here we go. If you think you're the only person who's had a run of bad luck, you are dead wrong. I wind up shouting the words louder than I intended. Mr. Yanagishita whips his head back up. Yikes, where'd that come from? I need to tell you something. My pent-up emotions come surging to the surface. I have amnesia. Yanagishita's eyes go wide. What? I can't remember anything from before this morning. Can't remember anything? What is this? Can't remember anything. In short, amnesia. Amnesia can have a variety of causes. Psychogenic amnesia is caused by stress or psychological trauma, whereas in endogenous amnesia, a powerful blow to the head causes physical trauma to the brain. In the latter case, memories and other normal functions frequently return once the cranial nerves recover. I love that they're saying this after we have been told numerous times that she's probably been hit in the head. It's the game just being like, yeah, she'll remember, just not yet. I can't remember anything from before this morning! My name, how old I am, where I live, any of it. I would much rather be in your shoes, sir. Mr. Yanagishita looks at me with a hint of disbelief. So where'd you get the name Tama, then? I thought of it when I saw the tamagoyaki in those lunchboxes. Aha! Tamagoyaki. Tama. I get it. He claps himself on the thighs as if he's had some big eureka moment. Oh, look at them. They're just sat on the floor of this ruined place. But wait, how come you lost your memories? Well, I don't know for certain. Obviously, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I took a hard blow to the head. When I came to, I was inside of a storehouse with a massive headache. A storehouse? A surge of vertigo washes through me as I recall waking up in that strange, dim place. Tama time. Yeah, I'd just gotten out of there when you flagged me down, sir. Huh, really? So, is it pretty unnerving then, not knowing who you are? He sounds like he's taking me seriously now. Finally! It's only taken all day. Yeah, it sure is, but it's not going to do me any good to just fret over it. And besides, I've got a clue. What sort of clue? The necklace! There's a necklace I saw at a knick-knack shop. The same place I bought the burning hammer. Somehow I know that it's important to me. And so you took this job so you could afford to buy it? I nod. Of course, now that the job has ended in a total bust, I've lost my shot at getting it. Okay then. Mr. Yanagishita removes his shoe, then yanks out the insole. This here really is the last of my money. He pulls out 20,000 yen, adds it to the other 20,000 from his wallet, and thrusts it all toward me. Oh, actual redemption moment from this absolute melon. Can you believe it? Oh my god! It's the money for the necklace! Here you go, he says. That includes the reimbursement for the burning hammer you picked up. I pluck up 2 of the 10,000 yen bills between my fingertips. I actually didn't have to pay for it, so the 20,000 we agreed upon is fine. But how about you, sir? Are you going to be okay? Absolutely not. This man is never going to be okay, I think. Like, after all this? Compared to your misfortunes, mine are nothing. They might send me up the creek without a paddle, but I'll bounce back somehow. I'm sure of it. And then... yeah, honestly, considering everything he's done and he's still alright, I feel like he probably has the power to bounce back from it. Like, unfortunately. Like, he's the kind of scumbag who keeps making bad decisions, but he still manages to get through it. Clutching his fist, Mr. Yanagishita gets a far-off look in his eye. And then, one more time, I'm gonna go see a bride fight. The top fighter at Bride just retired because of Tama. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. My jaw nearly drops. Bride? Like the martial arts club? Wait, you know about Bride? Man, I've spent so much money at that place. Oh my god, this man! This absolute melon! Absolute melon. I love that. That's my favorite insult now. Wow. It is a small world. Especially that Miku. I wonder how much she has made me spend. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I can't believe I was actually warming to him. I can't believe. Miku, huh? I'm pretty sure I just accidentally forced her into retirement, but I decide to keep quiet on that front. That's a good idea, Tama. Yeah, just no. Don't tell him, it's fine. Oh. He nods. To be honest, the reason I borrowed all that money was to pay my tabs at that place. And I had to borrow from some pretty shady sources too. I can't help but suspect that this poor guy got a real raw deal. Why don't you take that mascot costume with you? Huh? I mean, I don't really need it. No, I insist. Take it with my blessing. Sure. I'll be on my way then. Is this a good end? Is it? Is anything a good end in this game? Is it? Oh, hi! There's another jump. Look at that. Out in the hallway, I passed by the man I'd noticed earlier. The one I didn't recognize. Odd. The sales demo's over. I wonder why he's still here. I give him a faint nod, and he nods back before slipping into the demo room. I should keep my fingers crossed for the guy. At last, I'm back outside the building. I feel bad about not returning the catsuit to the man from the rental place. Still, I can't just walk around town wearing this thing. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. I figure it's best to just leave it behind. And then it dawns on me. Hold on. I still can't get this thing off! How did you forget that, Tama? Oh. Oh my god, decision time. Decision time, it's poll time. What do? Get it off. Or go to Knick-Knack Shop. It's poll time. It's poll time, what are we doing? Is it time to get rid of the costume at any cost? Or are we heading back to the Knick-Knack Shop? Oh, Tama is... I love Tama. I love Tama so much. She's so good. I think we're gonna try and remove it. I mean, like, at this point, the main reason we weren't getting it off properly was because of the fact that we couldn't damage it because it was a rental. But basically, the way things have turned out, the rental thing got kind of ruined anyway, so can we just, like, destroy it? Just, like, rip it? Just get it off at any cost? We get it off before the shop, we have no debt, right? Oh, that's true. Just get rid of the costume, not our problem anymore. That is Mr. Yanagishita's. He's the one who rented them. It's his problem. Alright, it's time. We're gonna try and get it off. It's time I skinned this cat. I need to get rid of this costume, whatever it takes. It's time I skinned this cat. Why is that a tooltip? The exact origin of the phrase, "there's more than one way to skin a cat," is uncertain and a matter of some dispute, though it appears to have arisen in the latter portion of the 19th century. It's hard to imagine why anyone would want to conjure up such a gruesome mental image. That's a really good point, yeah. Like, I've heard of the phrase, "there's more than one way to skin a cat," but I'm like, why? Why is that the phrase? And is there really? I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much either way. Anyway, it's time I skin this cat. I need to get rid of this costume, whatever it takes. I take hold of the head in both hands and yank it upward as hard as I can. Oh-ho. Please tell me I'm not just imagining things. The head feels a whole lot looser than it did before. If I give it a good enough push, then maybe... Ah! Oh my gosh. It comes off. It comes off. I did it. I slip out of the rest of the cat costume and gleefully abandon it as I head for the knick-knack shop. She's free. She's free. But we don't get to see what she looks like yet. Nuh-uh. Oh. 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 So we've got a lot of keep outs. But also, now that we've done the sales demo and we've actually got them back there with Tama, we can continue Minorikawa's. Because we had the keep out before because Tama wasn't there and the sales demo wasn't happening. So we can continue now. And we have loads of jumps for later. Like, we can continue Archie. We can continue Minorikawa. Okay, I think it's just those two. We still have a bad end for Kano. We need to figure out what to do there, but it's okay. We have options. But what time is it? Oh, it's already like 6:45. Part of me's wondering about leaving it there for now, because it feels like a good stopping point. And I don't want to start something else and get really into it and then just be like, right, that's the end. See you next time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the stream at that for now. And we will continue next time with Achi or Minorikawa. That'll be the poll option. But wow, we unearthed a lot today. We did a lot. That was exciting. That's the wrong button again. Let's go back. We've got it all saved now. Look at that, grand protagonists. But yes, I think that is a good spot to leave it at for now. It's a little bit earlier than I usually finish, but only a little bit, only like 10 minutes. Yeah, wonder how a playthrough would look like if you had to jump every time you had the option. It wouldn't work that way because sometimes you'll encounter a jump, but if you haven't reached the keep out moment, then you just can't jump. So it's it's all dependent on the other paths, like you have to do it in a certain order. But it would be funny if you just jump into a situation and you're like, how did I get here? What is happening? But yes, this is so fun though, I love this game. Right, let me head on over here and we can find someone to send a raid on to. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today. I love this game. I love this game so much. And I really hope it's not going to be a month until the next part. I believe more soon, I hope, but it's so fun. I love it so much. But yes, let's see who's online to send a raid to. Let's see what we got. Oh, there's so many people. There's always so many people online. Who haven't I... I was gonna say, who haven't I raided in a while? I don't think I've ever raided 1010. Have I ever raided 1010? I don't think I have. I want to raid 1010. But yeah, I'm so glad to see Tama's story continuing as well. And it also means that next time, depending how things go, fingers crossed, We should see her face. We'll be able to see what the mascot suit was hiding. We'll see what she looks like. So that's exciting. That's very exciting. But yes, I'm going to head off for now. I'm going to eat lots of dinner because I'm really hungry now. Especially after the whole lunch scene that happened in Osawa's Path. I'm ready for food now. But yes, I will be back tomorrow and I'm going to be starting Ghost Trick, which is another one of my all-time favorite games. I'm just in like a replaying favorite games mood at the moment. But yes, I'm going to be starting Ghost Trick tomorrow, and I have played it before, but I have said multiple times that if I had the option to erase from my memory an entire game and play it for the first time again, I would pick Ghost Trick. Every time, no hesitation. I wish I could play that game for the first time again. So I'm really, really excited to be revisiting it because I haven't played it in so long as well. Like, I played it on the DS back when it came out, and that was a long time ago, so it's gonna be fairly fresh. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to start that tomorrow, soon. But yes, I'm gonna send the raid over to 1010 because I've not had the chance to raid 1010 before, I think. But he's playing Valhalla at the moment, VA11 Hall A, the cyberpunk bartender game. And that game I love that game too. It's such a good game. But yes, here is the raid message. If you're subbed, we have fire. If you're not subbed, there is still fire, don't worry. But yes, I'm gonna go get dinner now, but I'll be back tomorrow for Ghost Trick time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. But yes, thank you so much everyone for joining me today. There we go. Let's get that raid started. But yeah, 1010's great. I'm glad I have the chance to send the raid over this way. But yes, it is time for me to go and eat food now, and then probably sleep. It's been so fun though, I really love this game. I love having the polls so everyone can join in. But yeah, it is rest time now. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today, and until next time, bye bye!